Hello and welcome to another episode of Smurshpod. This week we'll be heading into future deep space to try and deal with an insect infestation so bad we'll need the world's biggest slipper to even stand half a chance. Yes, it's Starship Troopers, and joining me to get dizzy and achieve total Rico are two ace guys, Tom Crowley and David Hoare.
Yay! What a moment. What an incredible time.
The bug boys, as I've been calling them. But before we begin, before we delve deep, before we uncover the rock and look at the insects, I believe Tom Crowley's got a message you'd like to read us.
That's right. Well, first I'd like to say I'm very sorry to report that children in playgrounds are calling us the Bugger Boys now, so very sorry about that. But that aside, I'd like to say, of course, Smurshpod loyal listeners will know this is a seismic moment. Because there has been, how to put this, an ongoing unpleasantness between myself and David Hoare with an H, originating with me claiming Jurassic Park, the film, for myself and Mr. Tom Neenan to cover on Smurshpod, then leading to many, many months of mutual antagonism on this show. Sometimes I've said I'd like to take David Hoare to an island and then call it Bastard Island, I believe I said. I've said this in private, but I haven't said this on the podcast, which is that at one point I fancied that I'd like to dress a dog up as David Hoare, kidnap David before one of his very popular stand-up shows, put the dog on instead and wait as the audience got more and more angry. But that's all behind us now. I'd like to bury the hatchet, if I may. David, I'm inviting you to join with me in the spirit of friendship, but I don't want to do it just cold. So I've written a poem, which I'm calling For David. And I'd like to read that to you now, if I may.
Please.
Okay. When the ships are all at sea, and the harvest gathered from every plot, when the lovers sing sweet nothings, and the wolves have all been shot, then may the human brain sieve, filter out resentment and hurt, and shore up love and forgiveness, and unleash it in a violent spurt. Friendship is like a really big ant. It doesn't make sense, but it's nice. Friendship is like a glass cannonball. It's fragile, but it could still absolutely knacker most commercial shipping vessels. Once I saw an old man walking by himself, and that sort of shit really makes you think. So I guess what I'm saying basically is, come on, David, let's be mates. Don't let's be fannies about it. I hope you don't mind me asking you in a poem if we can be mates. Come on, why not? David Hoare with an H. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Lovely. That's so nice. Interestingly, I had also written a poem, but Tom stole it. So...
Well, we don't have to go into that now.
I was particularly moved by the passage where you saw an old man walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sort of shit really makes you think.
It does. Really does.
I'm thinking right now.
I'm thinking about why is he walking? Where is he going?
Yeah, I know. It's that kind of literary intrigue that's made me the man I am today.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
is he on his way to a
like
reckoning?
Maybe. One of those reckonings they hold every week in the town centre.
The reckoning.
That's how you
The settling of debts.
The reckoning. The reckoning. Resident Evil 2. The reckoning. Biohazard.
Look, Resident Evil 2.
We're in Japan.
I'm totally off subject here. Resident Evil 2 contains my favourite line of game dialogue ever.
Oh, please, yes.
There's been an incident.
He's
It's very restrained, that, isn't it?
holding his guts.
Is that when Claire shat herself?
There's been an incident.
I should point out to the listeners, I've got an annoying cough and a cold, so sorry about that.
This is perfect podcasting conditions.
Yeah, I'm going to do my best to mitigate it by drinking hot cum.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, coffee.
Have you put lemon and ginger in your hot cum?
Well, Ginger could make it, but Lemon was busy.
Hey! Come.
So yes, talking of Lemon and Ginger...
Can I just say this has already got off to a better start than I could have ever dreamed.
Yeah.
The Bug Boys debut.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so pleased you're both here. It's lovely to watch you both frolic and gamble in front of my ears.
What a pleasure. Frolicking and Ed Gamble.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Tom actually and I were at the Mcuntliffe Comedy Festival where I saw each other in person. And Tom came to see my show.
I
It
did.
happened to be maybe the best show of my life, which is absolutely the best way for someone to see you live for the first time.
That
Just
was
to be
because of me.
It was exactly
take full
because
credit for that.
it's just really nice to walk off stage and be like, yes, I'm usually exactly this good every time, I promise. Definitely.
Because you both sent, well, I think it was David sent me a photograph of you two pretending to battle, and that was...
There were fisticuffs at one point,
was
but that
fun.
calmed
It was
down
fun.
quite quickly. Yeah.
I felt like a
Did I
proud
tell you about that,
father.
Tom? I was driving down the high street in my uplift, and I just drove past you, having never met you in person, and I just like found the nearest parking spot to be like, "Come here, boy."
Oh, I didn't know you'd stopped on purpose. Oh, that's very sweet.
Well, I was. I needed to stop somewhere, but I was just like, "There he is!
Get him! Give him a cuddle now."
But all this aside, we need to talk about a different kind of conflict.
A different kind of cum festival.
We need to, where there are a different kind of ants in your pants.
Yes.
We're here to talk about the 1997 epic film made by Paul Verhoeven himself. From the team that brought you RoboCop, essentially. Starship Troopers.
Yeah. Woo.
Very exciting.
Which I nearly said like Keir Starmer. Starship Troopers.
Well, I believe this country needs Starship Troopers.
If you don't want to be a
man the
citizen,
border.
there's the door.
I went to see this film.
If you like bugs, there's the door.
I went to see this film at the cinema 3 times.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Cripes.
I don't know how old Tom is, so I can't. Whenever I talk about my age in front of
I
people
think I'm a
slightly
bit
older
older
than me,
than you. I'm not sure.
So in 1997, I was 8 years old, so I didn't see this
Okay,
in
I'm
the
a bit
cinema,
older than you.
Babies.
We
3
are
times,
little
but
tiny babies.
I fucking love this film so much.
It's brilliant.
So
This is
great.
one of the first DVDs that my family owned. And in fact, there's a bit right about halfway through when they're about to mount, I think, the first attack on
Yeah.
Clendathu,
Yeah.
when you had to flip the
Flip
DVD
the disc.
over.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
I had this on DVD and it really fucking upset me all the time. That you had to, it's the only DVD I owned that you had to turn it over.
I know, that
Why?
was the way back then.
Cheap
That was the way.
bastards.
Because there wasn't enough storage space, David. This is what being about a year older than you will teach me. Is that in the early days of DVD, you had to flip a disc over.
What, because the CGI bug held too much memory, or what?
They had to render the bugs real time, so you needed all that space, all that gigabyte of space.
They really went in for the "Would you like to know more?" conceit.
Yeah, they did. Would you like to watch the whole film? Yes.
Yeah, bloody would.
So my dad used to, whenever we had a new bit of like some speakers or a TV or DVD player or whatever,
test
he
it.
used to put on side 2 of Starship Troopers, so that you started with all that like sound and CGI effects and bugs and spaceships and stuff. So I'm very familiar with those
amazing.
2 minutes of that film.
Yeah, I mean this was a DVD fact. Everybody, this was annoying, but also I remember The Godfather 2 was 2 discs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
wow.
watched it that way, in fact, I think, for the first time.
It would say end of part 1. No.
Did it say it like
Keir
that?
Starmer
Did
do
Keir Starmer
that?
do
It gives me great pleasure to bring part 1 to a close.
If you don't want to watch part 2, there's the door.
You come to me on the day of the flipping of the DVD.
You come to me on Cabinet Reshuffle Day.
A day where I have to do
You
every
don't even call me
favour.
Godfather.
I consider this a Channel 5 movie. I don't know if that makes
No,
sense.
I think that's fair.
It's like an
Also not-
exploitation movie, which makes
Not
sense
like
for Channel
that
5.
in terms of Channel 5 movie, but also a little bit like that.
bit
But like The Matrix, Groundhog Day, and Starship Troopers.
Also,
seem
there's
to
a lot
be
of
on, like-
tits in it, so that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, heavy on the tits.
And I don't mean Jake Busey.
It's the sort of film I'd set my like VCR to record and then like hope that you might get something afterwards as well.
Oh, yeah. Are
Swedish
bras
romping
safe?
girls. Yeah. We say no, take off your bras. Here's some footage.
Take off your bras. There's the door.
door. Women, remove your bras. You have nothing to lose but your bras.
Burn them, in fact.
As long as I can watch, am I right, fellas?
Oh, that was back when he was a lad lawyer.
I'll go to the door.
Keir Starmer, lad lawyer.
Young
just
socialist
imagining Keir
renegade Keir
Starmer.
Starmer.
I'm imagining Keir Starmer doing The Shining. Here is Keir. At the door.
He hasn't got the imagination to think of a different name. He's like, here's Keir.
Why have you written Keir on the door? It's not even back. It's not even backwards in the mirror.
Here's Rick.
What was his mate called in The Shining? He lived in his finger.
What, Red Rum?
Was he called? I
No.
thought he had a name. Was he like Philip or something?
Is it Captain Howdy?
That's
in
from
that?
Exorcist.
That's Exorcist.
Yeah.
I always get those mixed up.
If you don't like it, Captain Howdy, there's the finger.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
I don't want a
I
rectal
think
accent
it's,
from Keir Starmer, thank you.
I think it's Mr. Bimble, like in Muppet Treasure Island.
Ah, yeah.
Lovely.
Didn't he turn out to be real?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Keir
I think he's-
Starmer?
Keir Starmer.
Yeah. No, he's
Turned
not
out he
real.
ran the country.
He's AI. That's why he wants to build all those server farms to keep him alive,
Oh my God. That
like
makes sense.
Rimmer in Red Dwarf.
Yes. I went to Keir Starmer's house. I accidentally turned off the modem and he disappeared.
Disappeared, more like.
Disappeared. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Keir Starmer or indeed modems.
Can I say, first of all, right, that it doesn't make sense to me that this film came out in 1997. It's probably just when I saw it, but it feels like way more of a modern film than The Phantom Menace, which wasn't for 2 years later.
I watched I came back from a gig. My girlfriend was watching the most recent Superman movie, and I was like, "This Starship Troopers looks better to me than the new Superman."
Oh,
movie.
really?
In terms of like CGI, where it's not just like every single element of it, and it's like the combination of practical and real, practical and CGI and stuff.
Yeah,
and
I
obviously,
agree.
like, just like loads of the stuff in space obviously has like a little bit of Star Wars meets Red Dwarf, but like it just. I'm more invested in that than I am in like modern CGI where everything is green screen.
Is it quite a lot of models then, the space sequences? Because it had that look of, in Star Trek Next Generation or something, where you have that warmth of going, is that a model? Or if you're questioning it, it probably looks quite good.
Yeah.
But I would
think
agree
it's every
because
trick in the book.
It was merely a month ago, perchance, when the Snake Boys. Sorry to mention the other allegiance here.
The who?
But I'm sorry, sorry, David. Bug Boys reign supreme. When we were talking about Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and we were sort of saying, you don't want to slag off CGI houses partly because they're way overstretched, and the artists there are so talented, but they're just being made to like CGI blood spatter in John Wick over and over and over again, and that's all they do. And but at the same time, you go, but where are the films where there's a really good example of blending CGI and live action in a way that's good and exciting? I'd say this is one of them. I think it's really, really good.
Yeah,
and practical effects as well. In fact, it's one of the first shots when you've got the newsman being picked up by the bug, and it's like he's real, and then you see the bug approach in the background, CGI, and then a practical like clamp beak comes in and grabs him. And then pulls him off screen, and then you see a bit of him being tossed about. Like, what did I say? Oh, pulls him off. Yeah, pulls him off screen. Pulls him off screen. Off screen, he gets pulled off by the bug, but he gets removed from the screen, shall we say, for the avoidance of doubt. And then he is being chucked about a bit by a CGI bug, and then you see a shot of him in the beak again, and so it's like they've done like several switches just to keep it believable and keep it looking good.
Yeah.
It's great, so careful and
marvellous.
thoughtful, brilliant.
It's absolutely wonderful.
Stay in the beak. From Keir Starmer, lad lawyer.
Lad lawyer. Is he one of those woke lawyers the Daily Mail's telling
He's
us to go
got
out
a
and
column
murder?
every week in Zoo.
Right, yeah. You should have seen the hooby woobies on the defendant today, reader. Lork salami, what a pair of melons.
I represent the insane clown posse.
And their
when you just
litigation
said
with
Lorks.
magnets.
It's when you just said Nooks because I don't know if this is like a stretch, but this film, every time I watch it recently, this reminds me, especially at the beginning, of the
Yeah.
Snorks.
Oh, yeah. With the sort of spout noses.
Was the spout noses? There's the Snorks either felt like there was like it's the big game, or there was the big dance, or they were going off on crazy adventures, and it kind of has this like weird like American high school, but also we're going to go off into like the deep sea, which I guess they're going off into deep space. and
Oh, were
monsters
they
and
like high school kids, were they? Right, okay.
stuff. Yeah. Did you not watch the Snorks? Is this
Not
being young
loyally.
thing?
No, I do remember them, but it wasn't one of the things I had on regularly. But, I know what you mean. And yeah, this is like that. This is, Fast Times at Massacre High.
Yes.
Exactly. It's
Beverly
just if the
Hills-
Snorks then became fascists.
Yeah, exactly. Well, talking of which, we might as well get into it because we start with the Pathé newsreel thing.
Yeah.
that we have.
Probably
So-
one of the first spoofs of that I've ever seen in my life. I
Yeah.
think this introduced me to that. Now, today, our brave boys are the... It might have been the first time I've seen that spoofed.
And it's so beautifully done. I mean, you can tell these are the same people who did RoboCop. It's the same, one of the same writers, same producer, same director. So it just comes across. I mean, we find out that if you join up with the mobile inventory, you guarantee citizenship. Would you like to know more?
Yes, please.
Same composer as well, Basil Polidouris.
Oh, yeah, and he's not a name I knew, but then I looked up his CV and went, oh, I love him. I didn't realise I did, but I did.
Yeah, he was amazing. So we also get a warning that somewhere the bugs are out there, just waiting to send further meteors to Earth.
Now, this is an interesting question, right? Because I feel like watching it, for the first time watching it this time, I went, are they actually hostile actively? Or have humans just gone to their planet and they've gone, oh fuck, kill the invader?
Someone does mention that later. A newsman says that later.
Yeah, it's the Fox News debate program, right? Where it's, but the reason for them going, oh no, this is actual hostility rather than responding to an invasion, is that they use the big tank bug's plasma to fire meteors at Earth, and the idea is they're doing that on purpose. Are they doing that on purpose? I don't know.
Might be the
But I like the fact the people that are colonizing it are Mormons.
Yeah, there was a Mormon settlement that's eviscerated later in the movie.
Yeah,
Which is so great.
yeah. Their planet is called Klendathu.
Yes.
It orbits a twin star system with a brutal gravitational force that sends meteors. So Klendathu must be eliminated.
Right.
And we see the invasion of Klendathu, and it's not going very well. As you mentioned earlier, the dystopian Martin Bell gets murdered by a bug. Because Martin Bell got shot, didn't he, in Bosnia?
Oh, right,
So
yeah.
this is like taking it to the next level. He gets snapped in half by a bug
On
live
air.
on air. Yeah.
I like the fact that at every opportunity they can, but not like constantly, but whenever they need to, they just kind of like, oh, someone got hurt in the most goriest way possible.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's Paul Verhoeven and he's very Dutch. We must have his head being snipped off.
Snip off the legs.
Snip off the legs. I need to call my lawyer, Keir Starmer, lad lawyer, to find out if I can put this on film.
We're going on the booze cruise.
If you don't like your legs, there's a snip.
Here's a big bug.
That's a bug. So then we flash to 1 year earlier.
Yes.
Hey guys, I bet you're wondering how I got into this.
Yeah. That's me, Johnny Rico.
With a big beak in my leg.
Yeah. I love the way that they cast Johnny Rico, Casper Van Dien, because he looked incredibly like the Aryan ideal of man.
Yeah, he does. He does. And I think inherently, like that casting and all the other leads is like it makes you go, weird how these sort of, very white, well-toned super beings are the standard thing you see on TV, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever questioned that? That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it just implicitly does that. It's brilliant.
It's now a good time to point out that, like, when I watched this when I was like 11 or 12, it's just like I was like, oh my god, this film has bugs and boobs and excitement, and I just watched it and I kind of was like watching bits of it, being like, I thought I liked him, but he seems evil. And then it's like when I watched it as I got older, I was like, interesting.
Yeah, there's a bit later where I think
way
you do
more going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is a bigger point about the movie, but there's all this concern today, and I share it, that media literacy is at an all-time low, and that you have to basically have actors turn to camera and say, "This is bad, isn't it? I'm playing the villain. I don't think this." These days. But when this film came out, it was criticised by paid real movie critics for unironically endorsing fascism.
Yeah.
And the idea that like someone whose whole job it is to watch films and talk about them wouldn't get that there's satire in this film.
Yeah.
It's just hilarious to me.
Like when Doogie Howser turned up later and he's got a very nice, tidy uniform.
Oh, yeah, and a peaked cap with a skull on it. Yeah.
This film goes from very subtle to not subtle at all.
Yeah.
In beautiful.
It's stunning.
I mean, you can sort of tell it's been directed by a man who was very, very aware of Nazi Germany growing up.
Yeah. Well, he literally lived, I looked this up, and he lived next to, I think, the Nazis' head office in occupied Amsterdam.
That's right.
So there were bombs dropping from the Allies constantly, and Nazi troops out on the streets every single day. So this is the guy you need to direct this film.
Yeah. And also, he likes the boobs.
He also likes a big pair of tits.
I love Nazis and titch, but I don't like the Nazis as much as titch. Smoking a pancake. Anyway, so
Always
Johnny,
comes back to Goldmember.
always, and the Dutch. Johnny Rico is not concentrating. His class being held by Mr. Radchek, Michael Ironside, who's only got one arm.
Michael Ironside.
Michael Ironside. I love Michael Ironside.
I love him. He's so
He
good.
lost his arm going to the Body Richter in Total Recall, didn't he?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So you want the body, Rico?
Oh, this is canon then, is it?
No. He's just in Total Recall as well. Because I think Paul Verhoeven quite rightly said, I want Michael Ironside and everything because he's brilliant.
He's fucking wonderful, and the voice is like nothing else. It's absolutely astonishing.
I love the way he's
And as
so
you say,
Canadian as well.
Yeah.
These are things you need to learn about.
Yeah.
All the kids, as you say, are like these kind of like almost Aryan, like kind of dozy sort of dead
Completely
behind the eyes
symmetrical.
people.
To
And then
the
all
point where
the
it hurts
adult
your
actors
eyes.
are some of the best actors around. It's so
Very
amazing,
true.
like the cast they have.
I mean, Michael Ironside, bless him, he'd have probably been sent to the camp for being bald, wouldn't he?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Hitler was very picky.
Yeah, that's right.
Say what you like about. No, actually don't.
I can't tell the bald men. So he's too busy being in love, with being pie-eyed and in love with Carmen,
That's right.
Yes.
Denise Richards, future Bond girl,
Yeah.
Dr. Christmas Jones herself.
Dr. Christmas Jones, that is the shittest name ever
Terrible.
for one girl, isn't it? It's
If
really
you'd asked
bad.
me when I was like 12 what my favourite film was, I would have said The World Is Not Enough, which is not even the best Bond film. But
I'm going to
pretty
build
sure
a
it's just
time
'cause-
machine so I can go back and call you an idiot.
That's fine. But it's literally just, I think, because I fancied Denise Richards so much.
Everyone did.
And
She
then I
was
found this
the real,
film,
like,
and
you
I
know,
was like,
top tier
woo!
babe.
And then I found Wild Things, and I'll say no more.
So people used to be critical about her performance, and she had her knockers, but I think she was wonderful.
Oh, she's
Hadder
so good in
Knockers,
this.
was that her Bond girl name?
Yeah, had her knockers.
First name Hadder, second name Knockers.
I love. I mean, I mentioned
Doctor
it
had her knockers.
in the episode, but I love the way they've called her Christmas Jones, just so they can do the. I thought Christmas only came once a year joke.
Right.
That's it.
There's a word. Isn't that one of Andy Riley's like comedy writers' terminology? It's like there's a name for that where you call a character like bum,
Yeah.
and so someone can say later in the episode, "Oh, you are a bum," and it's like, but that doesn't. It's not a joke because it's not a name. it's not a real name.
Absolutely.
So you can't make a joke out of that and seem more clever.
Incidentally, I did mention this in the WhatsApp bill, but I'm going to say it now. I recently watched the Charlie Sheen, aka Netflix documentary, and I tell you what, if you ever want to go. How do I turn... I mean, I know age has got something to do with it, but if you want to say, I one day want to age dramatically, I think marry Charlie Sheen in the mid-90s
Yeah,
is how you do it. Bless her. She's a lovely lady, and she comes out of that documentary very well because she's very honest and very frank, and she's obviously really helped him when she shouldn't. A lot of people would have not bothered.
Right.
But, oh, my God, bless her.
Yeah, it's not an experience that I envy.
No, God, no.
Drawing on the Classroom iPad is maybe one of the best examples in film of something that was this brilliant, unthinkable future vision when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And now it's the sort of thing they're trying to stop in schools, if anything.
Yeah.
Put the tablets, get the devices away. Too many
there's
kids
like-
are drawing them kissing people.
There's video calls with two people as well, which is
Yeah.
like literally just like WhatsApp or like Zoom or whatever. And they have that, and it's weird how this film, which again is just a stupid bug film, has like futuristic technology and
really well predicted.
Mr. Radchek says naked force has settled more issues in history than any other factor.
Yeah.
He's, of course, talking about Keith Chegwin's Naked Jungle.
Keir Starmer, Lad Lawyer's
Yeah.
Naked Jungle.
I represented Keith Chegwin during Naked Jungle.
I'd like to ask Boobs to take the stand, please.
What do you mean?
If you don't want to be on Naked Attraction, here's the door.
I called Joe Guest. A friend.
Melinda Messenger, please be upstanding, if you know what I mean.
Oh. We find out the citizenship is exclusively earned through federal service. A citizen accepts personal responsibility for the safety of a body politic.
Yeah. And Ratchet goes, something given has no value. And they're talking about violence. And then Diz, at this stage, goes, my mother told me violence doesn't solve anything.
Yeah.
And then Ratchet brings up Hiroshima very whimsically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But at this point, Diz is like not bought into the whole thing, it seems. And she just sort of
she
fancies
does.
Johnny.
Yeah, she's not converted yet. I think actually, like in terms of obviously the basically by the end, it's like they've put up a big swastika and gone, "This is a satirical film about fascism." But I think that despite that, the trappings of that, there are some really subtle things in like the character development, especially Rico. But she's a more direct one, where basically she's like, "I love violence now." Very quickly, but
as soon as her parents get
totally
killed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Violence, retributive violence.
Yeah. Also, you're very much like, oh, Diz, you're just being silly, chasing after Johnny and only doing things he wants to do. But that's, of course, what Johnny's doing.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
exactly.
who's more fool, the fool or the fool who follows him?
And the answer is Keir Starmer, lad lawyer.
Kestarber, lad lawyer.
I am the fool. A fool for Fanny.
Fool for WKDs and vape.
I've got an illegally modded vape and I'm buzzing my tits off. If you don't like it, there's the door.
I'm trying to think what the 90s equivalent to vape would be. It'd probably be 20 WKD and 20 Rothmans.
Yeah, that's right. In his rolled up sleeve.
Menthol?
Oh, no, it'd be Embassy. All the lads smoked Embassy.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Not that I'm condoning it.
No, don't smoke, kids.
Other cigarettes are available.
That's right, yeah.
Don't smoke, kids, and don't endorse a fascist superstate.
I said to her, do you smoke after making love? She said yes. I said, well, you should slow down. Kestarber, lad lawyer.
Lad lawyer. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Oh, no.
Lad lawyer, here's the lawyer for you.
No, what have we done?
So Rico and Rico's being asked, does he believe in what citizenship is, and he doesn't understand it
No.
now.
He likes,
Yeah, he
he
doesn't
likes
get it.
boobs and fannies. That's it, really.
Yeah, Rico. They
Well,
all
he's a
leave the
teenage
class,
boy.
and Rico and Ibanez kiss, Carmen, and she goes, "Not here," and then she points.
Yeah, then they do the maths test results.
Yes.
And she's done real well, but Rico hasn't. And he's like, oh, I hope no one sees that score. But then Doogie Howser, Carl,
Yep.
Yeah.
Neil Patrick Harris comes along and goes, let's put it really big on the screen to sort of, in a very shorthand way, to show I'm a real tech whiz.
Yes.
Yes.
And also a bit of a prick.
Bit of a prick.
Bit of a
yeah.
prick, and also very good at maths.
Very good at maths.
Fun fact for fact fans, and also just a name drop, Neil Patrick Harris has seen me live.
Oh, really? When was this?
I did John Robertson's Dark Room as a guest in Edinburgh, but John had accidentally booked 2 guests. He'd also booked the wonderful Sullivan Brown. And he was like, well, come along anyway. And then he went, I've got an idea. You can be... Have you either of you seen The Dark Room? Do you know what it is?
Yeah, I know what it is.
Basically
Yeah, choose your own
a
adventure.
live
Right?
choose your own adventure game show
Yeah,
where he
yeah.
has 4 options on like a screen at the back, and he gets the audience to play along.
Right.
And he was like, I'm going to try out a thing where you're a power-up. And all it actually meant was he went, David Hoare will now run across the stage as fast as he can. I essentially got bullied by him as well.
Right.
And
Okay.
I'm just an inherently bullyable human being. So I
I
just
don't
ran
want
as
to bully
fast as I
David, we're
could.
friends.
And he just kept on doing that throughout like the hour-long show. I'd had full curry before I'd done that. So at one point I was like, huh! But I was just in the wings, not really looking at the audience. And then at the end, me and Sullivan was brought out to for the round of applause, and I was just like this glowing face at the back of the room. And me and Sullivan were like, "Is that Neil Patrick Harris?"
Oh.
And he was like, "Yes, it is." And then we just thought John knew, and then we told him afterwards, and he was fucking furious that we didn't point it out. Absolutely devastated. But yeah, so as
How
far as
brilliant.
Neil Patrick Harris is aware, my comedy is just running across the stage.
Sure.
So I
Yep.
guess I'm like a Michael McIntyre impersonator.
Did he say his name was Hoare?
Yeah.
He later asked someone.
I tell you, he was so cross, he gave you a right Doogie Howitzer.
Right, and shot him.
Yeah, yeah. Do you remember when he was younger? When I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a TV series called Doogie Howser MD. Where
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
a child doctor. He had a giant head. I'm glad
Yeah,
that
yeah,
sorted
great
itself
big bulb
out.
head. Yeah, it evened out with his jaw.
Really grew into his head.
He grew into his head. Yeah, yeah.
But this is interesting because this is him in his post Doogie Howser pre
Yeah.
How I Met Your Mother chrysalis.
Exactly. This is the wilderness where everyone was like, Neil Patrick Harris.
Doogie Howser.
Doogie Howser in a
He'll
film.
never work again.
Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems like a really nice bloke.
Yeah.
And again, the fact that he's gone to the dark room and has supported various other fringy
Yeah.
theatre and comedy. Just go like, what a nice guy.
Just ignore his birthday cake stuff and you're fine.
Oh, yeah.
Birthday cake, what?
Do you not know?
No, I don't know about this.
Oh, his birthday cake at one of his parties was a dead Amy Winehouse, and Amy Winehouse's family found out.
Well, we'll put that down to hijinks gone awry, shall we?
Hello, I'm Kirstaba,
I'm
lad lawyer.
suing Neil Patrick
I've
Harris.
heard about this birthday cake. It sounds like a right banter.
I'm going to defend him in court. I've switched sides.
If you'd like to celebrate my birthday, here's the cake.
It's the cake.
Meanwhile, in biology, this is where we
Yeah.
learn what everyone's good at. Because although Rico, good at math, he good at pulling bug apart and getting
that's
Carmen
right.
to hold bits.
And
That's
before
right,
that,
she
Carmen
pukes.
said she wanted to be a pilot and she needs nerves of steel.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And the
And
teacher
then-
is Rue McLennan, a golden girl.
Yeah,
Yes.
Rue McClanahan. Yeah, I didn't realise that till the end credits. But I was thinking when she was on screen, I went, what a great sort of arch performance. I think the whole film is just stuffed full of actors who can do arch really well.
Yeah.
We also have our second grown-up who is disfigured.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. True, blinded.
She looked into the eyes of a scary goblin
Oh no.
and lost her eyesight.
She looked directly into the eyes of the Queen,
That's
and
right.
her eye instantly lost her eyesight because she beheld the majesty.
It's beautiful. Yeah, so he's pulling a bug apart, giving it to Carmen. Carmen vomits in a horrible way.
Yeah.
And Diz laughs. Ha, you're stupid.
Nerves of steel, eh?
Mm.
All that sort of stuff.
So then Johnny hangs with Carl after school, which I don't believe he would do.
Oh, I should say at this
Jock,
point,
yeah.
the golden girl, Rue McLennan, is She is kind of going.
Oh, yeah.
The bugs are really intelligent and they're
Exposition.
colonizing planets. And but this is so the exposition in the first classroom scene is happening whilst they're doing the kind of screen kissing bubblegum
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just in the background. It's just kind of like, hey, this might be about fascism. And then in this, you've got the other teacher basically being like, they're intelligent and like. Carmen is trying to not vomit whilst being like, humans are way better than bugs, and she's just kind of ditzy and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
At that point, the old golden girl should come in. I mean, the old one, and go, you think that's bad? You should see the last man I dated. Oh.
And then Dorothy comes in and delivers an amazing slam.
Go back to bed, mother.
Yes, like that.
That's what she sounded like, isn't it?
Yeah, just about. I think
Yeah. What was her
Perfect.
name?
so. Dorothy.
Yeah.
B. Arthur.
B. Arthur. I tell you what, I'll be kissed up. You be Arthur.
What, from the film Arthur with Dudley Moore?
That's right. Yeah. I'm drunk all the time.
Man, John, your impressions are just going from
I
strength
know.
to strength today.
Oh, hello, I'm drunk.
Oh, I'm B. Arthur.
Shut up, and I'll be John Gilgan. Shut up, you little prick.
No, that's lovely. Back on form.
Yeah.
Back on top.
Meanwhile, Johnny tells his parents that he's thinking of signing. Oh no! Before that, sorry, we find out that Carl's a psychic because he tells a ferret to go and up his mum's ass or something.
Yeah.
Go bother mom.
Yeah, I told him mom had a grub
Right up her ass.
right up her arse.
A bumhole.
Yeah,
Mom's dead now.
but
And we
he's
also established that he can't telepathically reach Johnny, but he can do it to animals. And
Because of how thick his skull is.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
Yeah.
There's you can't get through that.
And then you're like, why is he so thick? And then you see that he's playing concussion-inducing
Yeah.
football, future
Football
football.
people too.
Speedball
on like
too.
a basketball-sized court.
I loved 90s futurism because they do this
Oh,
in
yeah.
rollerball as well. But it's basically you get a ball, or in this case, an American football, painted silver. It's the future.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. It's
Silver
so
stuff.
great.
Silver
Yeah.
equals future.
That's right.
This is a swerve, but of course this film is based on a book.
Yes.
Based quite loosely on a book.
Yeah.
But interestingly, because it was written by Robert Heinlein, who is a very, very excellent science fiction author, but also, unfortunately, a total right-wing nut job. In making him one of the rare, like, 70s sci-fi authors who wasn't a giant hippie, but instead massive right-winger. And I think this is a perfect adaptation of the book, right? Because it takes all the bits of the book that are just a fun future space adventure, but instead of delivering the pro-fascist right-wing messages sincerely, it satirizes them for being bad.
Yeah.
And I think that's the right way to adapt it, because right-wing beliefs are wrong.
Yeah.
There you go.
That'd be like if they just did the new Harry Potter, but every single character was trained.
But I think
That's exactly right.
I think if I remember rightly, two facts about that. One is that the writers of RoboCop who wrote this, or one of them anyway, I think he basically was like, I want to do a film that's Zulu, but
Yeah.
with like aliens. And then they managed to get the rights to Starship Troopers. I'm like, oh, well, I'll build that idea into that. But also, I think the book is the first time the phrase "bought the farm" is used,
Really? No way.
meaning someone has died. Yeah.
Yes. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's a fun
If
fact.
you go, we'll get onto it, but if you go look at all the one-star IMDb reviews of this film,
Oh, no.
literally nearly every single one of them is like, it's nothing like the book. And I didn't
Right.
realise that the book was written by a right-wing guy, which makes
yeah.
that even funnier.
Even funnier. He wins the football match against the guy Xander, who we'll talk about later, I assume.
He's flirting with Carmen mid-game.
Flirting with Carmen.
And he's like a pilot and stuff. He's going to go be a better pilot. Yeah.
And he's got hair. I mean, I might as well say it now. I'm going to say it now. If you're listening, actor, he's got hair that looks like a hairpiece but isn't. I don't know how that's done.
Which character?
Xander,
the guy who's the opponent football player.
He's the love
right.
rival. Yeah. He does, doesn't it? It looks like a piece. It looks like a big Lego.
I don't know
hair.
how you do that. But anyway,
Makeup.
So he goes home and says to his parents, "I'm thinking of being in the mobile infantry." And his dad says, "I'd rather take 10 lashes in public square than see you ruin your life." And then Johnny goes to move on and he goes, "I tell you what, I'd rather suck 50 penises in the public toilets than see that." And Johnny goes, "Okay, but I..." And then he goes, "I'd rather let a man kiss me in the mouth with a tongue than let that happen." And he's like, "Okay, Dad." But I was like, "I'd rather come home and let your mum see me having sex with a black man than let that happen." He's like, "Okay, Dad."
And he says,
I'd rather take 10 rimmings in public square.
And he says, "I didn't suck 10,000 cocks for you to go and ruin your life." So,
Dad, I want to become a fascist.
Yeah.
I'd rather.
Also, his dad doesn't know him at all because he says to him, "You're going to Harvard." And I'm like, he fucking isn't. Have you seen his maths
No, he's
score?
not. No. Yeah, true.
Yeah. This lad's a lunk.
But it's odd because if you're not a citizen, so called, you still can clearly be very, very wealthy, like Rico's family is.
Rich boy.
So could he just buy his way into Harvard,
Well,
or like get a blaze ball scholarship or whatever that's called?
That's what they do, isn't it? That's how they get around it. If you're a thicko and you're good at football, you can get into Harvard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the Winklevosses.
And then you can commit all the sexual crimes you want.
Exactly, like the Winklevosses.
Like
who
the
sound like
Winklevosses.
sexual criminals, but they are not. They are litigious.
Hello, I'm John Rain's lawyer, Keir Starmer, lad lawyer, and I'd just like to say that the Winklevosses didn't commit any sexual crimes. Unless they did, I haven't looked into
They
it.
had crimes committed upon them if you watch The Social Network.
That's true.
They had the idea of the Facebook stolen from them
Yeah.
by Mark Zuckerberg, evil genius.
Evil Milky Man.
Yeah.
Who also backs fascists.
That's right, he does.
It all connects.
And
we've got a sort of social media platform, would you like to know more, which is endorsing the fascist regime.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. God.
And it's basically like, as you say, you can be wealthy but still not be a citizen. But it's kind of like it's like you're not the people who are citizens and believe in it. Really, that's like legitimized, isn't it? Like it's like it's basically like you're not a proper person in the society or helping society unless you're doing this. But in order to get that,
I mean, that would be my only
horrible things.
That would be my only not complaint, but I would like to know more. Ironically, about how a poor person functions in this society because we don't meet any.
Right, but I was thinking this yesterday when I was watching it, being like, if this was made now, it would be so much more on the nose.
Mind you, I suppose we do. I'm correcting myself instantly there because I'm just remembering that everybody we meet in his platoon are basically saying, I have to be in the army if I want to be a citizen.
It sounds like you weren't listening when there was boobs on screen.
Absolutely, it's what happened. Yeah. I was too busy writing my Zoo column.
It's
using my wrist to
Starship
write my
Troopers,
notes.
5 boobs out of 5.
Starship Boobers, what?
And when
Starship
he says that, I want
boobies.
the Neil Hamburger on cinema popcorn noise that when he says 5 boobs out of 5. I love that sound effect. It's so addictive. Yeah. His dad says to him, well, you're going to Harvard. And also, I tell you what, this reminds me very much, right? I'll tell you a small story. When my brother and I were young, we decided, it was the mid-80s, etc., decided to get rat tails at the barber's.
Oh, boy.
Right.
Hello.
We come home, my dad's like, that's fucking awful.
Yes, my
I'm
young
taking you
Padawan.
back to have those, or I'll cut them off. Right? Yeah, exactly, young Padawan. And he stood
Your
at the
dad
bottom.
said, I didn't do 10 glory holes for you to get rat.
That's right. I'd rather let next door's neighbour. No,
I didn't take a dozen anal beads right to the sphincter for you to go out there and have this thing strapped to your head.
Exactly. He stood at the bottom of the stairs and he was like, "If you let me cut it off, I will give you." It was like that meme of the man saying, "You get." I get a son who isn't embarrassing to look at. You get a carton of drink and a whisper, or it might have been an arrow. And my brother held out, but I, being a fat child, I was like, that sounds like a fair deal.
He knew how to handle you.
Yeah, so this is very much Johnny Rico's dad here, because he says, I tell you what, if you go to Harvard, and I'll also give you a trip to Zagima Beach and the Outer Rings.
Beach, that's right.
How old were you where you were going unsupervised to get a rat tail?
Well, my brother was much older than me, you see.
Oh, right, okay.
was
I'm just
5
imagining
years
like a
older
19-year-old John being like, I mean, a whisper and a cut on a
It
drink
was
sounds
last
excellent."
week.
Talking about the Outer Rim, Johnny Rico's dad, am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. He's just so effusive. Meanwhile, Diz Flores, who's in love with Johnny, dances with him and tells him how she feels. And he's like, yeah, that's great, Diz. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at Carmen the whole time. I just want to be friends.
Yeah.
What is?
And then
She's
Rico...
really like effusive towards him. It's kind of it's
Yeah.
weird because she's kind of like a sympathetic character, but also a bit of a kind of stalkery.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
But she's also she's sort of a comedy sap, isn't she? But I really like that she's the most soap opera actor of them all, I think. And I think it makes what happens to her seem even more tragic. She's like,
my God,
she's
yeah.
she's so arch and she's so like, oh, I just love him, but I don't know how he feels about me. Like that's the tone of the whole performance. But then suddenly she becomes the best actor in the world. Right at the end.
Dina Meyer.
Dina Meyer, yeah, brilliant.
She's great. Star of Dragonheart.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Sean Connery?
The Sean Connery dragon film, yeah.
I'm a dragon.
She's also, I watched the other day, she's in Johnny Mnemonic.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not seen it, you know.
It's not good.
Oh,
That's
it's
what I
the
hear.
most. If you think, I don't know if Keanu Reeves can get any more wooden. It's basically a plank. It's pretty fascinating.
It is fascinating. But anyway, so Radchek's at the dance, and he says to Radchek, what should I do? I want to be in the army, but my dad's saying not. What do I do? And then he says, figuring out for yourself is the only freedom anyone really has. Use that freedom. Make your own mind up, Rico.
Now, do you want to listen to some Rush?
Yeah. Would you like some maple syrup?
But it's like, it's essentially, he's kind of, it sort of sounds like he's saying figuring stuff out. He's also kind of saying, do your own research as a
Exactly.
fascist.
Yeah.
It must be great. now, 'cause
Vaccines cause autism. Read all about it.
I like the do your own research people, because I remember, you know, Joe Rogan's one of those do your own research people.
Yeah.
When the JFK
What an
files got
idiot.
released, he immediately tweeted, has anyone read it yet? What does it say? And it's like, I thought you did your own research.
I'm too busy making fucking 10
Can you
million
pull it up?
podcasts
Can
a
you
day.
pull it up? Where it says JFK, pull it up.
Is that him in public square?
Yeah.
Just pull that up, pull that up.
Looking at boobs, am I right? While he's
Yeah.
shagging a fucking stool. Whoever he
I
does.
love Joe Rogan. What a lad.
Yeah. Ugh.
I did my own research. We're going to open loads. We're going to have the green policy of opening 10,000 AI data centers.
So yeah, Joe's probably waiting till he can have Grok on as a guest. Am I right? Crocodile Dundee. Hey?
Yep.
He's a outback Australian
you call
man.
that a knife. This
You call
is
that a
vaccine?
vaccine?
You call that a knife? This is a knife, and it gives you a whole detailed explanation of what a knife is, because it's
Yeah.
Grok.
And how the liberal cucks conspire to shoot Trump.
Yeah. Grok, is it true that he's got a knife? I don't know about that, but 5G gives you cancer.
Grok, is this a knife? Here are 17 unverified websites proving that vaccines cause autism.
Oh, he stabbed me. He tells Carmen he's going to do federal service, and they kiss. So Johnny signs up. Oh, he gets mobile infantry. Carmen gets to be a pilot, and Carl gets games in theory, which is
Games in
military
theory.
intelligence.
Yeah. And the guys, basically, they go to sign up, and this guy's basically kind of like doing this when the guy says when Carl says games in theory, he's like, oh, maybe one day I'll be saluting you. And then Rico's like, I'm going to do mobile infantry. And he goes, mobile infantry made me the man I am today. And then he turns around and he has a prosthetic, both arms, legs, and penis. And it's like,
Yep.
it's amazing.
But it's a
They didn't have
massive
to show the
penis.
penis.
No.
They didn't have to show it.
It's got handles on it.
It's so good because he's already got one robotic arm, and then he just pushes his wheelie chair back, and you see he's got no lower half of his body.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, yep.
It's a good joke.
It is. It's really funny where people are like, oh, I didn't get that this was satire when that happens, and I'm like, what were you doing during this film?
But it's odd, isn't it? Because they do a really, really good, like, cheesy high school sci-fi adventure movie.
Yeah.
Layered on top of, but like, and it is the main plot is affected by that. Like, I think Johnny Rico is he's like an anatomy of how to convert a young man to like, hardcore fascism.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah,
but
it's a bit like
yeah.
in Twin Peaks is like a parody of like 80s like soap operas. So there's just these really like soppy romantic bits, and then the most fucking like terrifying weird shit you've ever seen. And I think
Weird
this
horror
kind
things,
of does like a weird sort of balance as well. Not
Yeah,
quite
it's
as
true.
like weird, but it's like it's the subversion of like, hey, we're all gonna go to the dance and we're all gonna be friends, and and then it's just like most terrifying shit you've ever seen.
Yeah, absolutely. And like the what's really amazing about it is it's an exciting movie. Like the action sequences are fun and exciting, but at the same time, it's like it's making you, the audience, complicit in going, "Oh my god, that guy's head got fully blown off! Wow!" And then it's
it
like,
feels
"Yeah,
like
but
a
this
real
is what
war
happens
movie.
in war." Yeah,
We've also got the World War One thing of, it'll be over by Christmas. Let's all sign up and have a laugh.
yeah.
Not knowing what they're putting themselves in for. And this wheelchair man's very much like a World War One thing of, best thing I ever did was sign up and go to the shop. I saw all my friends
Half
get
their
blown up.
faces missing. Yeah, exactly.
So Johnny upsets his parents. You walk out of that door and you're cut off, young man.
And his mum says, "Does citizens mean that much to you? Just like to see a silly little girl in a uniform, sort of thing. Just really demeaning."
Don't understand,
Carmen.
Mum. She's got massive jugs.
My buddy Keir Starmer, lad lawyer, is telling me it's the best thing to do.
She's got a massive rack.
Just
I
got to
think-
crack by crack.
At this point, because you've got like Johnny just being a sympathetic, not a sympathetic character, but he's your protagonist, and then Carmen is his like girlfriend. You're kind of like, well, he loves her and all that sort of stuff, but she is a dick in this film.
Oh yeah, totally.
yeah.
So it
And it's
messes him
really
about
funny.
and, yeah.
I think because Johnny's parents are very pushy, like, no, that's it, you're going to Harvard. Like, when I watched this when I was younger, I was like, oh, his parents are dicks. And then throughout the film, I'm like, this is... maybe
She's got
there's something more to
massive
this.
MJ and Spider-Man 2 energy.
Yeah, true,
Like
very
a
true.
really flawed person who just cares about herself.
And
Yeah,
Diz
yeah,
is
yeah.
the nice girl that lives next door and makes him a pie.
Exactly. I made you some cake and milk.
Yeah. I made you some milk. Oh dear. No thanks.
It's also in the cake.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I'll just put this over here. This
The rent
also
man,
though.
I made you a sausage. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say that with all the Andrew Tate stuff and the kind of state of things now, that attitude of like, it'll be over by Christmas, let's have a giggle, that would happen now. Like, I think we're
100%,
we've proven that information moves fast enough that everyone's forgotten about the First and Second World Wars. All the young men would be like, yeah, cool, I'm going to be Sigma on the beach with my M1 Garand rifle, and then their guts fall out. But the difference is, unfortunately, that if this film was happening today, all of the Would You Like to Know More broadcasts would be like AI-generated videos of Trump shitting on the Lincoln Memorial and like kissing Benjamin Netanyahu and stuff with tongues. But it would look much worse.
Sign me up.
When we agreed to do this film...
Just
When we agreed to do this film, I was like, oh, I'm wicked we get to watch this film. And then when I was watching it, I was like, why is this more relevant than it was when it came out?
Unfortunately, yes.
So annoying.
So Carmen and Johnny say goodbye at the spaceport.
Yeah. Suddenly my dad thinks he's never going to see me again.
Yeah.
And
Yep, buddy.
And she goes off, says, don't forget to write. And then we get another Federation report. A murderer, was captured this morning and tried to death. Execution at 6 p.m. All channels.
Yeah. That's one of the things I can't believe hasn't happened, really.
Oh,
in
same.
many ways.
And then we get every school kid knows the arachnids are dangerous. However, Mormon extremists disregarded federal warnings and established a fort right in the middle of the quarantine zone. Mormon extremists.
Yeah.
Love it.
I like the idea,
before
though,
that, you get
But I was
kids
just-
being handed bullets and stuff. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just kind of
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey kids, get involved in this military government. It's
Yes.
great.
Exactly. But it also, I like the idea that it's an extreme example of like, yeah, but our God will protect us. And then, much like, the film Aliens or whatever, which is like just torn through like paper.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention the good bit at the beginning, which was the I'm doing my part, I'm doing my part, and then the small child, I'm doing my part. And they all laugh.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It is funny.
It's incredible.
But again, telegraphing more clearly than people really deserve. Like this is comedy. There's comedy in this. This is satirical.
And then they go to the boot camp, and we meet drill instructor Zim. Arr,
Yay.
Mr. Crab. Arr.
Clancy Brown.
Clancy
Very
Brown.
nice.
And the Kurgan himself.
Oh, I love Clancy Brown.
I love Clancy Brown so much. I used to work in a comic shop, and my old manager, Andrew, shout out Andrew, manager at Gosh Comics, he said once that the Clancy Brown was in his, about this time, I guess, in history, he was the ideal Judge Dredd casting. And it's so true. And now that he's sort of, I guess he's Judge Dredd's really old now, so you could play him. But it's unlikely to happen now, and you go, they missed it. Shit.
Yeah,
Such a
perfect
shame.
voice.
Oh, beautiful.
He says, anytime you feel I'm being too tough, anytime you think I'm being unfair, anytime you miss your mommy, quit. You sign your 1248, grab your gear and stroll down Washout Lane.
Yes.
And then he says, I love this bit, I wonder if there's a handful of guts in the whole bunch of you. Who thinks they could knock me down? And that big fella comes out. And he immediately breaks his arm.
Yeah, snaps it right in
Yeah.
half.
Yeah,
And then he shouts, "Medic!"
yeah, brilliant. And
Just
then
another
Great
great
running
trick.
gag.
then
Yeah.
Diz turns up and Johnny's like, oh, bloody hell.
Bloody Nora.
Yeah.
I thought this would be fun. This
One
is
of
also like...
one of the first times you get Johnny kind of doing a double take of like, somebody from my life is here again, sort of thing.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
yeah.
interrupted you, Tom.
No. I was just going to say, I think this is the start of, I think, the really brilliant kind of satire of the film, which is Johnny Rico, kind of a self-serving, ambitious dude, a bit gormless, doesn't really know where he's going, but has this kind of ruthless streak to him that we see quite a few times. And it's like, take a guy who is, he's used to getting his own way, he's sort of privileged, he's good looking, he's a bit bitter about some things, like he's maybe losing his girlfriend to another guy, all that stuff. And then systematically torture him by exposing him to extreme violence.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah.
and he's an unquestioning drone of the state now. Okay, great.
Yeah, a guy laughs at Clancy Brown, and like Clancy Brown's like, "You must run around the thing," whilst whipping him, and then like he goes, "Ramsey, keep pace," and the guy just keeps on whipping him.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's just kind of like, if you do anything that isn't exactly what I say, you're going to get fucked up. And as you
Yeah.
say, it's just manipulating him.
Absolutely.
But we find out that Diz transferred to be specifically on this unit, and we know why.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
She says, what's your malfunction, Rico? And he says, you are. I joined up to get out on my own, and you had to tag along.
Oh,
Yeah.
But she's a pretty lady.
it's a pretty lady. I'd give her one, by which I mean a subpoena. You've
Yeah.
been served. My knob, Keir Starmer, lad lawyer.
I like the way at every turn he went full lad there.
Every single turn into a fanny, Keir Starmer.
But not a back fanny. Not after only one date.
That's the outdoor, not in.
We meet Ace, Jake Busey, who looks like... was it
Exactly like his dad.
exactly like his dad, obviously, but he looks also like Street
didn't
Fighter
realise that's
2
Yeah, he looks like Guile.
Guile.
I hadn't thought about that before. How did they not
Rico's
cast him
Ri-
in the movie?
Yeah.
Rico looks like one of the Street Fighter characters later on as well, in like the film sort of thing. Where
Oh, yeah.
The Van, what's his face?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, with the beret.
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. It's Johnny something even, isn't it? They're screaming at their phones right
They
now.
are, yeah. We don't know.
What, it's Ace, the actor, is the son of...
Gary Busey.
Gary-
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
makes all the sense in the world.
Well, because
That's right.
he plays, if you watch the film The Predator, and my God, why would you? It's awful. He plays Peter Key's son in The Predator, which is the character Gary Busey played in Predator 2.
I see.
Right.
But
That's good.
I heard
please
somebody
don't watch it.
recently-
It's dreadful.
I won't watch that. I did hear someone recently slagging off Predator 2, like, obviously it's terrible. And I remember thinking,
No, it's fucking not.
I really liked it.
I love Predator 2.
It was great.
Yeah. I'll fight anybody. I'll fight anybody.
It's a big, dumb film, no question.
If you don't like Predator 2, there's the door.
There's the door. Me and the boys, round at mine, 19 six-packs, Predator 2 on the box, large one.
ITV2, Predator 2.
ITV2, Predator 2.
Which sounds like a football score, and I love football.
Oh no, boys, we're halfway through the film. Don't worry, I can restart program on my TiVo box.
The bit at the end when all the predators turn up is a bit like me and my crew.
Me and the crew turning up. Oh, it's me and the crew turning up at the club. Eat up to our eyeballs.
We get the knife fight bit.
He's gradually turning into Brian Butterfield.
He is. I noticed.
Oh,
Knife throwing.
Curl Starbar, Lord Liar.
Sunday is lawyer day. So as many people as you want.
We got the knife.
Princess Diana.
We get the knife throwing bit. Why would we
Yep.
need a knife in a nuke fight?
Yep.
The enemy
you
cannot
cannot
push
hit
a
a button.
button.
If you disable his hand.
Yeah.
Doesn't really make sense, but it's a cool bit.
I always enjoy the obvious pretend hand when the knife's in it and the fingers are just moving up and down for no reason.
Yeah.
He's going,
To show it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mixed
another
showers.
medic.
Paul Verhoeven's obsession with mixed showers, which we also had in RoboCop. You should, the boobies and the men should all be in the same shower.
Now he directed this nude, right? That's
He
the
did,
story.
of course.
So that but the story was like, so they
Really?
wouldn't feel uncomfortable. And it's like, well, I think they feel more uncomfortable.
Yeah,
if you're there with your old knob dangling down.
Also, if you were Dutch,
Yes.
you'd be like, could you
Here's
stop?
my lead lawyer.
Could you, because cliches exist for a reason, don't they? And
Yes.
you've done nude showers in RoboCop. You directed Showgirls,
Yes.
and now you've got nude showers in this. It's like, could you stop being such a Dutch bloke?
I didn't know that he did, because like famously the guy who directed The Grinch put on the Grinch outfit
Yeah,
so that
Ron Howard,
Jim Carrey knew that he knew how it felt.
Mm.
But then kind of in a similar way, Paul Verhoeven was like, I will do the same thing. So here is my penis. Show me your penis.
Yeah.
Don't worry, everybody. I'm going to have my dick out as well.
Here are my man boobs. Show me your boobs.
Here are some boobs.
He's like the most beautiful thing in the world.
I'd have a go on that juicy pair, Paul Verhoeven. Keir Starmer.
Lad lawyer.
Lad lawyer.
Again, and obviously we know that John wasn't listening at this point, but like they're basically distracting you, very obviously, with all that nudity, whilst kind of being like, hey, why did you sign up? And then we get like all the different reasons. And this is where like the guy was like, oh, I wanted to go to Harvard, but my dad wouldn't pay for it, which is the opposite of Johnny. And if you were listening, John.
No.
And
Just comparing all of the bodies.
Drawing.
just drew.
Drawing. We've got rewind now. You don't have to draw.
Just drawing Ace's nipples, being like,
Lovely.
just like
toned
Gary's.
body.
That guy would really annoy me, though. I'm with Johnny on this scene, by the way. The guy's like, hey, why are you here? Hey, let's keep this going. Fuck
Yeah.
off. I'm trying to wash my knob.
But I
Yeah.
like that he's also. I'm soaping up my balls here.
Yeah.
I like that he's the one who's like, I'm going to be a writer.
Yeah,
I'm going to have experiences to write about. And it's like he's a bit too much like, I'm living this. I'm experiencing the story of our service. So it makes sense. But yeah, he's annoying.
And you find out that it's it's easier to get a license to have a child. if you-
Yeah, that's a good bit.
Bring
Yeah,
that
I forgot
back.
about that.
And-
Well, in some ways. No, I think that's a line that should not be crossed. Even though sometimes it might seem very advisable.
So Diz comes in and she says, well, the reason Johnny signed up is because he's in love. I feel sorry. I'm sorry. I do feel sorry for the ladies in this.
Yep.
They shouldn't have to get their nooblies out.
No, I agree. Well, the thing is, it's got like nudity parity, but the trouble is that a bosom is not the same as a man's bottom or nipple.
No, it isn't.
It's just, and so I'm sure there's some kind of world building or
It's
satirical point.
actually better.
But it's better. Yeah, that's right. but it's like it is like. You can't get away from the fact that this is just to get bums on seats, isn't it? Let's be honest. Like, there's no other comparison.
And on screen.
And on screen, yeah. If you don't like boobs, there's the
There's
door.
the door.
And on John's pad as he draws it.
Exactly.
whilst he's
That's
watching.
right. And he sends a picture of him kissing a bum to Jake Busey
He never
across the
replied.
classroom.
Actually, he probably
And
would
then
now.
his bum does a little bubble out of.
Yeah. So he sends Carmen his video diary, and this is where we get to switch to Carmen's life.
Yes.
Yeah, you get like a vlog or like a video message which we send on WhatsApp now.
I like
Yeah.
the woman who's like, I love you in the background. She makes me laugh. She dies, sadly. Yeah. So he's saying to Carmen, these are the ragtag bunch I'm with. And she's like, officer class. Must be like disgusting.
Yeah, look at this child.
Yeah. Carmen flies her ship. And when she gets, she's a beautiful pilot. I mean, in terms of her flying, she's also a handsome lady, of course. But when she arrives there to start her first day as a pilot, wouldn't you bloody know it was Xander's there?
Yeah, oh my
What?
God.
Oh,
Crikey, and she's going to call him sir, which is sexy.
oh yeah.
Yeah, and I like the fact that she's like, how did that happen? And he's like, well, I really fucking made sure it did, which is not creepy at
No.
all.
Also,
He's stalking her.
their
he stalks
boss,
the stalker.
yeah, the pilot lady. I thought for years that was thingy from
From Voyager. No,
Voyager,
yeah, it's not.
yeah.
Same energy. That was on the mood board, guaranteed.
What's her name?
No,
Kate Mulligan?
Kate Mulgrew.
Yeah, it's not
Mulgrew.
Kate Mulligan.
Not
No,
Katie
I keep-
Mulgrew, the stand-up.
No. It's Brenda Strong from TNG, but also Twin Peaks, and also
Yes.
she's the woman who dies at the beginning of Desperate Housewives.
Oh, is she?
I know her as one of Jerry's girlfirls from Seinfeld.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
right.
She's
Well,
she's one of
brilliant.
those pops up in everything. Ally McBeal, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, she's
She's another person who just does the arch thing just effortlessly, straight away,
yeah.
gets into the spirit of it. Fantastic.
she's so good.
Yeah, so Carmen's a very good pilot, and then we switch to later on her sending a video to Johnny, who's very excited to get a new video from her, and she goes, well, you know what, I'm thinking of dumping you because I want to be an officer.
How do we feel about the idea of me dumping you? Very good, I think, yes. She also got, Johnny got his Dear John letter on a GameCube disc, which I
did.
liked. It's a little touch of retrofuturism.
You could do that and then play Rogue Squadron.
Rogue Squadron 2, Rogue Leader, absolutely belter of a game.
The only reason to get a GameCube, really.
Oh, hey now, shut up.
Double dash.
Come on now. I'm a big Mario Sunshine defender. I love Mario
I
Sunshine.
don't know what it is. I'm very anti-Nintendo, and I always have been, and I wish I knew why. I just do
'Cause you're a
not
Chad.
like- Yeah, it probably is.
Because you're a jock, you're a massive jock, and you're like, give me the Xbox, it's bigger.
No, well, I was a Sega man.
Oh no, fair play. Well, we were
Yeah.
one of the few countries in the world that was a Sega country.
Yeah.
Like almost everyone wanted a Mega Drive. Every single other place in the world, the SNES trounced it, but not here.
Yeah.
But not here. This far and no further.
That's right.
Yeah,
I was more of a Sonic cat.
Yeah, well, yeah, that would check out.
I'm enjoying John Rain origin stories just subtly being dished out here and there.
Yeah, the
We're
rat
like,
tail and
well,
Sonic.
We
Rat-
had
yeah.
Sonic, and therefore he's better. And you're like,
John-
that's why John Rain is like how he is. That's
Yeah.
fine.
John, did you have a very baggy T-shirt that had Bugs Bunny dressed as the NWA?
No.
Okay,
no.
well, that would have completed the
I
picture.
did have a Loads of Money T-shirt around that time.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And
Okay,
a sweater that said "Skill."
cool, great.
Yeah. yeah.
And
like
a
it.
rat tail.
And
I'd have
that's
that
it. Well,
today.
briefly a rat tail. I swapped it for an arrow and a quash.
Quash.
Not a Five Alive.
No, it was a
Gemma
quash.
Spangles. They're great, weren't they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You remember when you turn up big light? Turn up big light.
They're not big light.
I've always said if Peter Kay ever got Alzheimer's, obviously be very sad, but that's his whole routine gone, isn't it? Who remembers? I don't.
I can see it now at the top of the tower. Do you remember, where am I?
Remembers amnesia. Ugh.
Tell you, the only top of the tower I'd like to see is the bloody the Tower of London. Eh? Put him in there for his crimes.
You want to torture Peter Kay?
Yeah.
That's
He-
disgusting.
He has for me long enough. No, actually, the only thing he's had to torture me about is he's never allowed Phoenix Nights to be released in any shape or to stream anywhere.
Well, yeah, so we've got the DVDs in our household, and thank God, because you can't find it anywhere else. Oh, dear.
Isn't it also he fell out with Daniel Kitson as well?
Oh, yeah, well,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
that as well, yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll always find me in the kitchen at parties. That's what I say when I used to have sex with him.
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
And you have sex with him in the kitchen, which is not sanitary.
Yeah, which I call his bottom.
Yes.
Yeah,
Kitchen's kitchen, up his bum.
yeah, that's right.
And edit point.
Yeah. I'll leave that in. That's all right. Daniel would approve.
Is that what you said to Daniel?
That's right. I'll leave that in. I'm going to leave it in
I
for
approve
ages
as well.
until everyone gets sick of it, which, is essentially your routine. I don't mean, you know what I mean? He's very good. He's like the Stuart Lee thing, isn't he? Just like
Keep things going.
keeps things going. I really like Daniel Kitson. That's why you'll always find me in
You
at
really like
parties.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you really like him a lot. You always find inside him at parties. Yeah.
That's why I'm always in the kitchen at parties.
Parties.
So during training, Rico uses his football skills,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
which is essentially doing a backflip, and he is showing off Alan Partridge.
He is, yeah.
And they win the capture the flag, which is literally capturing a flag and waving it. A
Yep.
red
Yeah.
flag as well.
Yeah, they're playing Quasar.
They are.
They are playing Quasar, yes.
Painful Quasar.
Which Lenny Henry did the voice of the dog in the adverts, didn't he?
Oh,
no,
right, yeah.
That's Quavers, sorry.
I see. Do you remember when you used to go to Quasar and you got pelted with curly cheesy
cheese
crisps? Yeah.
Hey, I'm Lenny Henry the dog. I don't know if he sounded like that. I can't remember. Yeah.
Katanga.
I think he did that
I thought
voice.
your
yeah.
impressions were perfect.
Oh, not this week. No.
Only this one. Hello, I'm Kirstava. And there's the
Kirstaba,
door.
Quaver lawyer.
If you want to be inside me at parties, here's my back door.
This is the best episode we've done in ages.
Bug boys.
Rico is
boys.
now squad leader.
Yes.
Do you think we can get on Cameo? Do you think we can get Keir Starmer to endorse the Bug Boys officially?
No, I don't think he's on Cameo. You're allowed to be if you're a prime minister. I don't know.
Maybe you are. I mean, there probably isn't. I imagine it's like all other technology. We lag behind regulating it so much that it's now completely out of control.
Farage is on Cameo. I know he'd do it.
Hello, Skibbity Toilet.
Skibbity toilet. Foaming that brown ale.
Hello, Big Chungus. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to the Bug Boys.
Up the Federation.
I don't want that. Yeah, join. Would you like to know more? Service guarantees citizenship.
Up the Clandathu. That's what he'd say.
That's right.
He'd blame us for invading Clandathu.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. If the Russian president stayed in a posh London hotel, he'd be Putin in the Ritz, wouldn't he? Hey, hey.
Yeah, he would. Yeah. I don't know what prompted that necessarily, but yeah, it's true.
Putin in the Ritz.
I don't approve of that.
I'd have written that sketch for Spitting Image.
Keir Starmer.
It'd
Yeah, well,
probably
and
got
it would have
in. Yeah.
No, I think it would have not got in because it would have involved something that wasn't American politics.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. But the Angela Rayner one got in weirdly.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, and thank goodness.
Thank goodness for that. Made us think about her tits. Thanks for that, lads.
Well done. Yep.
Anyway, Rico makes a mistake during a live training exercise because the big man who broke his arm earlier, you're a big man, but you're out of shape. He has to take his helmet off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not like that.
Not like that.
And he gets shot in the head. And it's a really
bang.
horrible effect when his head
Really
blows up.
horrible.
Yeah.
You will be doing a live circumcision on this course.
And you will enjoy it.
Do you have... Were you trained to take his helmet off? Well, anyway.
I was trying to pull his helmet off, sir. That's all.
Time and a place, Rico.
Yeah, well. I've
Don't
seen
ask,
it, by
don't
the
tell
way.
in the military, remember?
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Which is true
So
at this point, right?
Clancy Brown thinks they're going to get the high score. And
Yeah.
and they're all really up until the moment the guy dies, they're all like, "You're gonna blow the score!" And then as soon as he dies, it goes sad. We get the equivalent of the sad EastEnders Neighbours outro with a sad medic.
Yep.
So
And
it's
then-
ammo.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Doosh, doosh, yeah.
She gets kicked out, the lady, because basically I don't know what they're training for because we know they're exclusively fighting bugs,
Yeah.
and they're training against these things, pretend soldiers that are coming up and down shooting lasers,
Yes.
which they don't fight.
No.
And
Well, I don't-
she gets electrocuted and shoots live ammo into the man's head.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the idea is that he would be fine if his helmet was on, and I would dispute that given the kind of high energy rail guns that they're firing all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we get Rico getting reprimanded by Dean Norris.
Yes.
Yeah, from Breaking Bad, yeah.
And Total Recall. He's the man of Total
Dean
Recall.
Sex Gifts Norris.
That's right. Sex gifts.
Yep.
He's up there with Eamon Holmes' Portuguese girl.
Oh,
He's up.
dear.
Yeah.
No, let's just not do that.
No. Eamon Holmes would be the he's got a wheelchair now, hasn't he? He'd be the man telling him. He could cameo as that. The infantry has got me where I are, so it has.
He was on GB News and he fell off his chair.
Shut off his chair. Yeah. I don't think he's having a nice time.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Amen.
It's fine.
No one made you do this.
Aiming for the floor, more like.
And succeeding. Hitting it.
Yeah.
If you don't want to stay on your seat, there's the floor.
When it's Eamon Holmes, there's two hits. There's him hitting his chair and then him hitting the floor.
So it is. So that's what he says after everything. So yeah, the girl who accidentally shoots them in the head gets fired.
Yeah, she's booted out. Yeah.
I don't know why. It's not her fault.
Well, she shot him, I mean.
I thought that she left on her own volition, but
Oh, maybe she's gone down washout lane.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Well, she saw she saw herself shoot her own squad mate, so maybe that was it. I can't handle this.
And so yeah, Dean Norris, who is in Total Recall as the man with the weird face. You got a lot of nerve showing your face around here.
Yeah.
Look who's talking. That's what he says to him.
Yeah, man.
He's in charge, and he says, when Rico's not listening, he says to Zim, basically, is this guy worth holding on to? And Zim's like, very much so, sir. So let's give him a whipping.
yes.
And
10
then
lashes in public.
while he's being lashed, I like the bit where Zim, it shows his caring side. He says, buy onto the sun, it helps.
Yeah.
Trust me. So
And
he
this.
was similarly.
And that,
And what do you
like,
think of this?
Yeah.
The sort of seatbelt like style thing for his wrists is pretty like it's just very subtly terrifying.
It
Oh,
is,
it's
because it's
awful.
starting to suggest it's used a lot.
Yeah.
And one of the weirdest callbacks that I've only noticed this time is the guy whipping him is the same guy who was like, Ramsey, keep pace, and is whipping the guy earlier.
He's the general violence man.
General
that they-
violence.
Yeah, he's just the whipping guy of the Federation.
That's right.
General Violence is his name.
Again, it's like, and also, so Rico's just witnessed a man's head be exploded, a friend of his, and knows it's his fault, kind of. And then his punishment is to be brutally whipped in the most grisly scene.
But then,
And,
just to sell the juxtaposition that is infantry life and flying life, Carmen and Xander having a whale of a time up in space, getting all cozy and flirty,
Oh yeah,
Having coffee.
having a coffee and having a
That's
little
right.
And
They don't
Carmen-
Yeah.
kissy eyes. It's like, what I love about you, Xander, is that your hair looks like a hairpiece, but it isn't.
No, there isn't one. Your hair's so thick it looks fake.
And he's like, what I love about you is your blind attraction to crack addicts.
Yeah.
Do, do watch AKA Charlie Sheen, by the way. It's fun.
Is it?
Well, no, it's not. It's horrible. But
Grisly.
it's interesting.
Of course
give
you
it
think
a
it's
try,
fun.
report back.
You prefer fucking Mega Drive to Nintendo.
Yeah,
That's right.
It's
you
true.
edgelord.
Yeah, you guys like Emilio Estevez, whereas I like Charlie Sheen.
Whereas
right.
you like staring at sexy pictures of Sonic and Big the Cat.
That's right. I mean,
Big
Emilio
cat
Estevez is the
rimming.
Nintendo of the Sheen family, isn't he?
That's true.
It's
That's
me,
true.
Emilio Estevez. Dut, 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 dut.
Wholesome, mustachioed man.
Yeah. Whereas Charlie Sheen very much is that original Sonic that everyone didn't like looking at.
Oh yeah,
They had to change it.
with the teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, so they're having a nice time, and then they spot a meteor's heading for Earth, and it's come from the arachnid quarantine zone.
Yep.
Carmen has replotted the course
Yes.
and basically put them course up to. Also, I really like the fact that in the future they still don't have flat screens and all of the screens look like they're teletext.
Oh yeah.
It's really great.
Oh,
Really
but
nice,
she's
yeah.
brilliant.
made that new optimal course, which has put them in line with getting nearly hit by an asteroid.
Yeah. Also,
Yep.
it's put them out of the way of Buster Bamboozle.
Because they'd never get into those questions. They're too hard.
No. But she does get the free subtitles.
Yeah. 888.
We're in the 888 quadrant.
That's right.
Yeah, don't phone in. It's just for fun.
Go digitizer, read some game reviews.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
Ristar is bad. Oh, interesting.
Shout out for Digitizer there. So, meanwhile, Rico quits. But then on the
Yeah.
way out, we hear, oh my God, the goddamn bugs have whacked us.
Yeah.
The meteor landed in Buenos Aires.
He's literally
Yes.
seen it happen as well because he was on a call to his parents in
Yes.
one of the best ever moments of like you turn the radio on and they're talking about the thing that the film is about.
He rings
In
up and
his-
goes, what's new, Buenos Aires? There's a meteor coming for you. You'll be dead there too. Yeah,
Lovely, I like that.
bit of Vita for you there.
Wonderful.
But yeah, his parents are like haven't seen him, and then they're like really glad
Yeah.
he's coming home. What's that outside?
Yeah,
It
it's getting
goes
dark.
weird.
Dad's
And
like,
then, they get hit. They're like, "Oh god, this is the exact moment Diz gets brainwashed." I also like the fact that it's like they subtly like, I think America have invaded like Argentina at some point in the
yeah.
Yeah, you get the
In the
feeling that
past.
South America is now overlorded by
Yeah.
North America.
I also really like the fact that when so Rico goes outside, he's about to go down washout lane, and they're like, "War! We're going to war!" And all the people are on the like quadrant or whatever. There's some people doing parades, just like they've got guns above their head, just doing like the stupidest dance.
Yeah.
Just like do do do.
They're
do,
doing that
do,
song
do,
from
do.
Monty Python.
Yeah.
Your military fairy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, get you!
Yeah.
Don't come the brigadier bitch with me, darling. Yeah.
I'll scratch your eyes out. Yeah. That one. So Johnny goes back in and Zim, he says, Dean Norris says, well, I'm sorry, you've signed your paper. And Zim goes, is this your signature? Like, yeah. And he goes, doesn't look like it to me. Rips it up. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he could become a fascist. Yeah.
Yay. Buenos Aires has been wiped off the earth. Out of the ashes of Buenos Aires comes first sorrow, then anger. And then we get John Davidson, the producer, in a cameo, doing the greatest line, the only good bug is a dead bug.
Yeah, lovely.
And I love this kind of like you can help out too by just killing random cockroaches.
The kids
Yeah, and
stamping
the
on
kids are crushing them.
This is my favorite supporting character moment because the whole film is just, even the secondary momentary characters are great at doing the big arch overplayed thing. Including the mum who watches the kids stamping on cockroaches, and she does the same laugh as Peter Serafinowicz in the kitchen gun scene.
Yeah.
Like that. It's utterly demented.
Everybody's
their
doing
hands
their
together.
part.
Yeah.
We should mention as well that when Rico tries to get re-enlisted, Clancy Brown is like, I want to fight. And Dean Norris is like, you'll have to get demoted.
You have to bust down to private.
Yeah, to do that.
And what he means is you'll have to whack me off.
Bust down to my privates.
Yeah, anytime you like, son.
Bust my privates.
You have to be in the kitchen at parties.
That's right. I'm Keir Starmer, and I'm in the kitchen at parties, being busted down to my privates.
You'll always
And
find me
it
in the
makes me
party.
feel good.
In the Labour Party.
You always find me in the kitchen at the Labour Party.
Oh, no.
So, Johnny and his mates are having a nice celebration before they go off to battle.
Yep.
And he bumps into Carmen and Xander, and it's awkward, and him and Xander have a big fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says, rank is not an issue. And then he thumps him.
I love it when he turns around and he's like, what's he going to do? And Johnny Rico is already in the motion of punching his face.
Yeah.
We should mention briefly Casper Van Dien,
Yes.
Johnny Rico. I thought he'd because the only other thing I can remember him being in after this is Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, yeah, right.
And then I think the next time I saw him pop up, it was like Starship Troopers 3.
Yeah. He went back for number 3.
did.
That's never a good sign.
No, bless
He's
him.
very good.
Yeah, he's perfect for this, but I don't know if
He is.
maybe he wasn't perfect for anything.
He's all right
That's the
in
thing is
Sleepy
there aren't many other pseudo-satirical sort of parody high school space movies being made.
You think
So
The
that way
Onion
you
would
put in-
hire him now?
Who?
The Onion.
Oh yeah, The Onion, perfect. Yeah, he'd be a great newsman for The Onion.
He
His
would.
hair,
Yeah.
all rigid like Lego, perfect.
So they all get matching tattoos.
But with a tattoo, again, CFAX tattoo.
CFAX, future tattoo.
Computer, yeah, it's amazing.
It's like a scanned tattoo.
One of them puts in a digit wrong and it comes at "I love Mum." It's like, oh no, it's the wrong one.
So an invasion force, we're basically taken right back to the beginning of the film.
Yep.
They land on the planet. Everybody dies. The lady who's doing the "I love you" falls down a hole and gets dragged
Yep.
off.
Dead.
Yeah.
One of my favourite bits of this is the fact that obviously at the beginning you're seeing the cameraman, you're seeing the presenter get eaten. And then they've got a reverse perspective where you see that the guy is being eaten and the cameraman is just filming him.
Just keep it totally calmly, keep you in frame as best you can.
Just being like,
There's a bit
this is
before that
important.
where he's like, whatever happens, just keep filming. Unless I'm getting eaten, could you save me? What is that? I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Just if you could possibly shoot a bad bug or something, that would be really helpful.
I wanted to say at this point, I mean, they address this right at the end. But if I was the army, and I know this is, again, a World War I commentary, because obviously there's things like the Somme, where we were just firing rifles and they were shelling us for days on end. But if these rifles are ineffective against bugs, it takes like 1,000 shots to put one down.
Yes.
But this is kind of the bit where they're like, we are more intelligent, we're just going to overwhelm them. And like they're flying in and Denise Richards are like, what's that blue thing? And the lady from Twin Peaks is like, oh, it's just random bits of light, we've been told. And then it makes 2 ships crash into each other and everything explodes. And it's like, something's got something wrong. And it's like, oh, we are absolutely not ready to kill the bug.
They lied to us, she
At all.
says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just being used for fodder. Just
Like
to
in
find
World War
stuff out.
One.
That's right. It's the same thing. Yeah.
What they need in this platoon, they need a sassoon. I don't mean to do the hair. I mean to write
the bugs,
poetry.
they swarm, and I feel not warm. I feel.
I thought you meant a
cold.
bassoon, just
They
wandering
need
through.
a bassoon. A personified bassoon called Wilfrid Bassoon, who also writes poetry.
Siegfried bassoon.
Siegfried Bassoon, sorry.
You've done this before, John.
Yeah, I know, I always do.
You've created a super poet.
I have. Have I talked about this before?
Now, you talked about Siegfried Sassoon, but you called him Wilfrid Sassoon.
Did I talk about the Armstrong and Miller sketch? I'm sure I must have done.
No, maybe.
Where it was Sassoon, instead of Sassoon being the war poet, it was Craig Charles. That was a good sketch. Anyway,
That's funny.
news thing. Crisis of humankind. Fleet officials admit they underestimated the arachnids' defensive capability. And we find out to fight the bug, we must understand the bug.
Yeah, 100,000 dead in 1 hour.
Yeah. Giant wall of names.
And a woman who looks like the woman from Futurama who has all the robot children.
Mom.
Yeah, Mom.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
says, maybe there's a bug we haven't seen yet. And a man goes, brain bug, who looks like he's from InfoWars. Brain bugs.
Yeah.
Frankly, I find the idea of a bug that thinks offensive.
Yeah,
Is
this is
this
the
a
most
direct-
dystopian.
Yeah.
It is.
Bit.
Is this the most direct Fox News parody? Because wasn't there a right-wing commentator who always wore a bow tie? Mm-hmm. Who was always on debate shows at that time in the 90s? I think it's a literal direct reference.
The one bit that is, she like stamps on his foot, which is obviously what you always want to do when
Yeah.
somebody like a right wing guy's just saying something mental, but he's like, yeah, frankly, I find the idea of a bug that thinks offensive, and it's like she's just like, fuck off.
He's perfect, that guy, as well, just because
Yeah.
he's just screaming. He's screaming what he believes is probably true.
Yeah.
But like looking angry, sounding and looking angry enough that you go, oh, I guess it must be true.
Must be true.
Which is still the only trick up the sleeve, I think.
Yeah.
And she's saying stuff that you don't want to be true, so she's just
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of-
so you don't
you're
listen
like,
to
oh,
her.
obviously not her. Yeah.
Yeah.
This novel coronavirus will spread across the world, causing millions of deaths. Oh, you're ridiculous.
Yeah.
We've had enough of experts, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Experts is those aliens that spurt stuff out.
Expert.
Yeah.
Just firing their blue
my
jizz into
favourite
face.
kind of former porn star. So Rico's reported dead. Carmen sees it and it's a bit sad.
Yeah, because she was in a crash as well, and she's now got like an E17 like eyebrow scar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's deep down, so rushed upon my chest.
And then she runs herself over because she's had too many jacket potatoes.
Oh, no.
Poor Brian. There was a documentary when the E17 were going to get back together, and Tony Mortimer was living in a mansion because he wrote all the songs, and everyone else was not. There was one point where Brian Harvey was washing his own hair in his kitchen sink.
Yeah.
With Fairy Liquid, if I remember rightly. And Brian, and it's going fine. They're going to do gigs, and then Brian Harvey can't help himself and thumps. Oh no, he turns up late, and Tony Mortimer hits him and quits immediately.
Wow.
And you're just like,
ruined.
some people are just like, some people just want to see the world burn, Mr. Wayne.
Some people just want to say the world. Some people just want to reform E17, Mr. Wayne.
I check your potato the size of a tangerine.
Some people don't know where the door is, Mr. Wayne.
Rico is in a little flotation tank, and he's warming to tears because she says 3 more days, and then you're out, fish man. And she kisses the glass, and he gives a lovely little
He looks like Free Willy, like when
Yeah.
they're slamming on the glass and stuff.
Yeah.
So-
Casper Van Dien.
Free Willy at this point. He was a global ambassador for all the orca community, wasn't he? Because everyone thought, orcas are
lovely.
nice.
Yeah.
Let's put it in a small swimming pool
Yeah.
Yep.
and stamp on it
Yep.
until it eventually turns and kills us.
Yep.
Black,
It actually
blackfish.
turns out that he'd just been invading a rogue planet the day before.
That's right. The orcas were the aggressors, actually, in the end.
Yeah.
So afterwards, Rico, Dizzy, and Ace are sent to an elite unit known as the Roughnecks.
Yes.
And
Ratchaks, Roughnecks.
Ace keeps going, hey, I hear the new guy's a real nutbreaker. And he says it twice and no one listens. And the third time he gets hit. And they say,
Punched in the face.
the commander saved my life. And mine. And mine. And mine. And mine.
And mine. Who was that? Oh, tough guy.
But it turns out the commander is Radchek. It's Radchek's Roughnecks.
Jack.
Can you imagine your actual history teacher leading you into war?
I can.
The sort of spindly hippie that was my history teacher that stays in my memory would not have lasted long on Clendathy.
No, mine
Yeah.
was Mr. Davis, who had big sideburns. And there was a trick to Mr. Davis. My brother told me this because he had him at school as well. He said, ask him either about Formula One or the life of Brian, and it'll take over the entire lesson. And that's what used to
Great.
happen. He'd go, oh, sir, what's going on with Formula One at the moment? Oh, well, that's very interesting. You should say that.
I had a teacher like that. If you talked about Blackadder 3, which was like on later broadcast that again, he basically, literally one time he was talking to me about Blackadder 3, and he saw another kid talking, and he went, "Hey, are you doing your lessons?" Are you doing the work? And they got shouted at, and then he just turned back to me. He was like, anyway, so Hugh Laurie,
Great, so
and I was
Robbie
like,
Coltrane,
this is
brilliant.
amazing.
Sausage! Damn your eyes. So Radchek says his speech. This is for the new people. I only have one rule: everybody fights. No one quits. You don't do your job, I'll shoot you.
I'll kill you myself.
Right,
Checks,
checks.
rough checks.
Yeah.
Listen, do you need a shower scene with me in it as well? I'll take it off. I'll take it all off.
But he would rust.
I assure you, ladies,
true.
I'm totally, turns to the camera, harmless.
Would you like to know more? Yes.
Yeah, I would.
Loads more.
Would you like to see more Michael Ironside?
Yes. I can't. So I've broken my remote by pushing my thumb through the yes button.
And it went through my other hand.
Yeah, and my leg. So now I'm gonna go to the hospital.
And the guy who says Radchek's Roughnecks, I've forgotten his name, the actor, but he's in The Wire. Love him.
Oh
is he?
yeah.
Yeah.
Very
His
familiar.
character's called Sugar Watkins.
Sugar Watkins.
Sugar Watkins, man.
He's so sweet.
Yeah.
So now
correct.
they're clearing out the bug colony by like just carpet bombing it,
Yes.
and then
Should have done
they're
that to
like,
start with, probably.
Tango Urela.
yeah, and then like they do like coordinated killing of the bugs where they're like circling them and putting them into circles. So they've clearly learned something,
Yeah.
and like all that sort of
Well, they nuke a bug hole,
Yes.
which is fun.
And there's one particular one where Sugar Watkins just won't stop shooting it, and you see its eye, and you're like, is it sympathetic? And then he gets like pea soup all over him, I guess.
Super.
Yeah.
Inside that bug
Not like that.
is Linda Blair, the Exorcist.
Yeah.
He's killed her.
The bug ate her earlier in the day.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Your mother shags Daniel Kitson in kitchens. And
Kiss Mama's kitchen.
So then Rico defeats a tanker bug,
Yes.
which is a new kind of bug we haven't seen yet,
That's right.
which is a big fat bug full of tango, I think.
Full of lasers. Yeah.
because it sprays like lava out of its forehead.
Well, it
Yeah.
does a
And
weird
then-
thing where it sprays gas and then it has a little pilot light that ignites the gas into fire. Yeah.
It's the grill bug,
Yeah.
That's it.
which is actually illegal now.
Yeah. I love the smell of grill bugs in the morning.
Causes
And then-
forest fires.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he blows up, like Rico like puts like a grenade in him, and it's got orange slime. It's like there's an episode of Get Your Own Back being filmed like
Yeah.
inside.
He
Got
killed,
thick, gloopy guts going on.
we
Dave
lost
Benson
three
Phillips
Dave
just-
Benson Phillips here.
The Benson Phillips unit has been
Decimated.
completely decimated.
To defeat the bug, we must understand Dave Benson Phillips.
He had a little puppet, didn't he?
Yeah.
What was his puppet called? Do you remember?
Oh, puppets.
Yeah, he had a
Dave
little-
Benson
remember.
Phillips.
Dave Benson Phillips had a puppet.
Oh.
I don't mean in a metaphorical sense.
It was called Keir Starmer, lad lawyer.
Oh, lovely.
If you don't like Dave Benson Phillips, there's the door.
Get your own back on him.
They're on back on Dave Benson Phillips.
Was that when they used to push teachers in Gunge?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was
How
too
dare you
old
try
at
to
that
teach
point.
me fractions?
I was out shagging probably when that was.
You put out shagging
Out shagging Sonic the Hedgehog more. Like.
That's
shagging
right,
Dave
yeah.
Benson Phillips.
Too busy copying the boobs off of Starship Troopers to draw on Sonic.
That's right.
She's
Yeah.
drawing boobs on Big the Cat.
Yep.
Sonic with boobs is a great idea.
Yep.
John, I'm going to introduce you to an idea called the internet.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And I reckon if you type Sonic with boobs into it now or whenever you want,
I'm not
maybe
looking.
put the words Rule 34, is it? 33?
No,
I can't remember.
there's no way that exists, Dave. You've got to go to AI for that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to burn a forest so I can see Sonic with tits.
Why
Wow.
did you destroy the entire Amazon rainforest? I couldn't stop making images of Sonic with boobs.
Just wanted to
If
see
there
Sonic
wasn't
with a
enough-
rack.
If there wasn't enough reason to be against AI, it's really ruining Rule 34.
Yeah.
I don't know what Rule 34 is.
Google it now.
What's the?
No, I'm not
It's-
Googling.
No, don't Google it.
Right, tell me after.
It's
I mean, you can tell you
essentially- I'll just
now.
Oh, go on then.
Yeah.
If you can think of it, there's porn of it, essentially. So
Yeah.
Oh, I
Sonic
see.
porn,
Right.
definitely. Snork porn, definitely.
Yeah, Snork,
Get your own
definitely,
back porn,
100%, yeah.
definitely.
I really like Saturday Kitchen. There'll be porn for that as well.
Yeah.
I don't believe that you really like Saturday Kitchen.
No, it was a random
Yeah.
example.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't ever claim to. No.
So then the corporal of Radchek's Roughnecks gets killed by a new flying bug with a stinger,
Yeah.
which I'm guessing was going to inject him with like a parasite, maybe.
Sure.
So Radchek kills him and then says, I'll do it. I want the same for me.
I expect you to do the same for me.
And then he says to Rico, I need a new corporal. You're it until you're dead or I find someone better.
Good line.
He loves Rico because Rico blew up the tanker bug.
That's right. Yeah, he did a slam dunk with the grenade.
And
And
then
he went into the Force because of him as well.
That's right.
That's true.
That's right. And then they have a party that night to celebrate their victory after nuking
Yeah.
a bug hole and killing a tanker
Jake
bug.
Busey plays...
And he opens a thing and he says, I expect the best and I give the best. Here's the beer. Here's the entertainment, which is a violin.
It's a violin, a
electric
guitar,
violin.
2 American footballs, a soccer ball, and the biggest tambourine you've ever seen. And
Yeah.
yes, I did pause to look what was actually in the box because I was like,
done,
what
yeah.
is...
Do you think it's the couple that are in Four Weddings and a Funeral playing at the beginning?
Yeah.
The 2 folkies who play at the wedding at the beginning.
Yeah,
One of
maybe
whom
yes.
is, what's her name from Chalk?
Oh, Nicola Walker?
Nicola Walker is one of
Is
them.
it? Oh, right.
Yeah.
A tambourine so big you could mistake it for a trampoline.
Yeah, so he says, have fun. That's an order.
Yeah.
So then Johnny and Diz are now in love. And they go to bed together.
Well, he
More
initially
boobs.
rejects Diz for dancing, and then
Oh, yeah.
Radchek goes, you asked me what for advice one day. Here's my advice. Don't go have sex with a lady if she's trying to give you sex.
Never pass up a good opportunity.
That's
and then
how I lost my
Ironside
arm.
leans in with his mouth open, and he's already gone. He's like, "Oh, I thought I was being pretty clear there. Oh, never mind."
Yeah.
And then he goes to bed with Diz, and then they're having a little kiss and a cuddle and a canoodle, and the door opens, and Radchek's there, and he
For
says,
a while.
"Yeah," he goes, "We're moving out. We're going to Planet P."
Yeah.
Planet P.
Planet P.
And he's like, that's interesting because I just peed all over. No.
Rico infects Dizzy with a sexually transmitted infection called "Will Die in This Film Now."
Yeah,
Yes.
he does. Well,
I
he says
like
he says get your shit wired, and we report in 10 minutes. Who's that with you? Because he must think for a minute, you're not gay, are you? And he goes, it's Diz Flores, sir. And he goes, make it 20 minutes.
Yeah. So if you think about it, because then the next scene they find out. So whilst other people are having their brains sucked out by bugs,
Yeah,
Rico's getting...
yes.
He's getting
Yes.
some brain of his own.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes, you are right. But also
You're
the fact
right.
that It's like,
I rule that you are right. Guilty.
we're having a
Tom.
party. We're having a party because you've done so well today and we can just chill out. There is a distress signal, meaning we have to leave as quickly as possible.
Yes.
Oh, wait, you're going to have sex. Basically, children that I used to teach.
I will
Carry
tell
on.
I will tell
we
our
could have saved
supervisors
them.
they will understand.
Yeah.
We could have saved them, but we were exactly 19 and a half minutes late.
And then one of the weirdest details that I just like the fact that it's like, okay, 20 minutes, and Rico looks at Diz, and Diz looks at Rico, and he goes, "We can do it." And
We
they're
do
like,
that.
"Right, we're time efficient." I just think it's so
And then
wonderful.
she goes,
that
20 minutes. He goes, oh, I thought you said 20 seconds.
yeah,
Oh, sorry.
So 20 minutes. Just too long, isn't it?
well, that does include packing up time as well.
That's true.
So.
Wiping
It'd be
down
really
the
weird
walls.
if you had like comprehensive 20-minute sex,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
came out of your bunker and everybody was dressed and ready and just waiting for you. It'd be like, oh, sorry,
Yeah.
everyone.
Everyone's
5 minutes of
standing
that.
outside the tent, looking, waiting, staring at them.
The first 5 minutes is Rico just setting up a kitchen in the.
Phoning Daniel Kitson to see if he can get there.
So then they go to Planet P.
Yeah.
Radchek kills his. Oh, this is where he kills one of his men that was about to be killed.
Yes.
And then Rico is promoted to acting sergeant.
And this, I think, is where you see the real, like, evil Rico starting to creep out, which is he has a little smile. He's just seen one of his squad mate get murdered, and it's like, "Oh, you're a sergeant now," and he goes, "Oh, pretty good." And you're like,
Yeah.
he's genuinely, he's a machine now. He's a fascist machine.
They go to the Mormon outpost and they
Yes.
find a man with a hole in his head. It looks like a bug was in his brain, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
right.
there's like a bagging in a closet, not like that.
Not like that.
And then a guy comes out, and it turns out it's the general, and they go from being confused to Ace going, "General on deck."
Yeah,
Which
it's really
is
funny.
Really funny.
General Owen played by Marshall Bell, who's
Yeah.
used to be in everything, and he was also in Total Recall as well because he was Quato.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's a
wow.
Verhoeven favourite. He's so
Yeah.
funny in this.
So good.
He's
You're all
great.
gonna die.
The bugs controlled Farley to send a distress signal. Yeah. And Rico goes, it's like, calm down. And Rico goes, he's just a little out of his mind, sir.
Yeah, because he's about to shoot him in the head.
Gonna shoot him in the head. Ratchak's about to shoot a general.
This is one of my favourite scenes.
Oh, it's great
This
because
whole bit.
this is the fruition of exactly the idea they had initially, which is basically Zulu but with loads of aliens.
Yeah.
Because this
Like,
is exactly what happens here.
There's
As
a
I
bit
say,
where
you
Jake
start the
Busey-
scene with them going like, "Oh, there's the outpost," and they don't
Yeah.
know anything. You get all the information and the action scene, and
Yes.
by the end of as we'll discuss everything, but it's just like so much fucking happens in this.
Yeah.
Just
So
one
much. It's
section.
really great.
Millions and millions of these bugs come over the horizon,
That's it.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah. Jake Busey's leaning over the wall with his rifle, seeing them all approach and feeling overwhelmed. And he goes, "Nah." And it's the most Busey moment in the whole film.
Yeah. And then Nigel Green says, "Don't shoot, you should have watched your eyes." And all the Welsh start singing "Lairds of Orbis," whatever they sing. Fucking song is. Yeah, they're ambushed. And then Radchek, God bloody hell, he gets his legs bitten off.
Oh, dear.
And he says, "Rico, you know what to do." So Rico shoots him, but he actually wanted was a cigar and a wheelchair.
yeah.
So he's murdered him. So yeah,
dear.
so Radchek's dead. And it's around this point that we get a sad flying bug. Well, it wipes out Marshall Bell, which is funny.
Yeah.
And then one kills Dizzy. She's dead. She gets stabbed.
Oh, no, yeah, that's right.
She
Right through the
uses the
middle.
grenade to kill a big bug, the one that's just killed Mr. Radchek, and she turns around and she's like, "Yay!" And the very 90s swelling sort of music is happening, and then it goes super slow-mo, and then she gets got, and it's just it's like cliched in all the best ways.
It is. It's spot on, that kind of over sentimentalized war movie thing. It's perfect. Also, the tank bug, she throws the grenade into its mouth, and it goes cross-eyed before its head blows up.
Yeah, like
Which
that.
is about the level we're at this point in the film.
Yeah.
Well, because we literally got like the general is very whimsical and it's kind of hilarious, but he's like, "We're all going to die." They're having their brain sucked out, which is gross. The bugs are overwhelming, but then there's funny bits. Diz kind of kills the bug, and they say it goes cross-eyed, and we're literally going from Looney Tunes to terrifying to Looney Tunes to terrifying.
Yeah.
When she gets like stabbed through the shoulder or whatever,
Yeah.
and then they kind of pull that out of her, and then they take her into the ship, and the ship lands. It turns out it's Carmen and Xander, and I
Yeah.
really like the fact that if you weren't concentrating, if you didn't know this, not to look, you'd just be like, "Oh my god, Xander came out." But like, if you actually look when the ship lands, you can see Denise Richards in the pilot.
Oh, nice.
There, and then and Xander comes out, but then Diz is dying, and she's just covered in like blood and vomit.
Yeah.
And it's so gruesome.
It's terrible, and her performance is so fantastic because
Yeah.
it's just
Yes.
it's a really violent, frightening death. And she's
it's
trying to be brave,
juxtaposed.
but then she's like, "No, don't let me go!" Like it's fucking hell.
And she goes, "I'm going to die, Johnny." He's like, "Don't say that." It's like, "It's all right because I got to have you,"
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
like, I got to have sex with you, and therefore my life was okay. And then, as you say, immediately, it's like Jack going, "Don't let go." Oh no, wait, hold on to me, please.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
really like the fact that her death is juxtaposed by the jankiest practical effects. Because the cockpit looks so cheap.
It looks
Just
like,
keep on looking.
looks like
It's
a
just
last minute shot, that one, yeah.
There's
Oh,
so
dear.
much like TNG-esque, like we wobble our bodies as the camera shakes. in this film.
Yeah.
And that's like a peak bit where like they clearly got to have like a sky out the front, and it's just basically a blue screen without any effects on it, and it's just so cheap.
Well, Johnny says here, basically, nuke the fucking orbit. They're all there, kill them all.
Yeah,
And then he goes, "On whose authority?" And he goes, "Well, I'm in charge of my squad now, so
yeah,
me."
he's the guy.
And then he tries to put the order in, and they say no. They've got plans for Planet P.
yeah.
And then he says the
Yeah.
line, "Well, MI does the dying, Fleet just does the flying."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to just be taken from the Second World War, right?
Must
Surely.
be, yeah.
Yeah,
Dizzy is eulogized.
Yes.
yeah. And this is where we get it's kind of like Rico does a speech about what it is to be a citizen, and you can see he's been fully converted now, where like his family have been killed.
Of all the souls I've met, hers was the most human.
Yeah. She gets like a Spock funeral, and just as the funeral is ending, Neil Patrick Harris comes in very subtly in the SS
What a
uniform.
lovely
Just as a
uniform.
Gestapo.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just
that
in
you,
case you
boss?
hadn't got it yet.
Yeah. He says, I'm sorry I had to be your unit, but the mission had a very low survival probability. The bugs laid a trap for us, didn't they? And he goes, elegant proof of intelligence, wouldn't you say?
He's also like really. He's kind of got like crack addict, like gaunt, like
Yes.
white face.
He
at this
has.
point.
I'm guessing they're trying to say that he's been doing a lot of mind reading.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or to just
also-
make him look a little bit more Third Reich.
Ah.
Losing his essence and soul a bit, almost a bit Dark
And
Crystal.
then he says, we need to go back to Planet P. And he goes, well, I'm ready. And he goes, well, I hear your platoon needs a new lieutenant. Do you want the job? And he says, I'll take it till I get killed or you find someone better.
Yeah.
Imagine if he'd have tripped over that. I'll take it if you're falling down the step better.
Just went,
I'll
I know
take
you
it.
are, but what am I?
I'll take it unless you. Well, yeah, I will take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
Oh, only if that's okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if that's all right.
Wait, what did he say? He said, unless you. I find.
I can't remember what he
I
said.
can't remember. Sorry, it was a while ago.
He said something.
A lot's
about-
happened
he said,
today.
He said a boot or something.
A boot?
boot.
You'll just a boot do or something?
Anyway, so he meets his new platoon,
syrup.
and they're all
Yeah.
kids.
All children. All the little kids lined up to die.
And he goes, listen up. I only got one rule. Everybody fights. No one quits. If you don't do your job, I'll kill you myself. Do you get me? And then he says, welcome to the Roughnecks. And then the other guy goes, Rico's Roughnecks.
Rico's Roughnecks.
Rico loves that.
I didn't ask you to do that. Even better.
Yeah,
That was really naff.
I
Don't
thought
do
we were going to go for Wahoo Rico.
Yeah.
Rico, lovely, lovely man. I think you said you were going to say that.
Rico, lads. Come on.
I was in favour of that.
Today,
Guest armour, lad lawyer.
we're going to pay a visit to Bug City. We're looking for a bug no one's seen before. Some kind of smart bug. And it probably knows we're coming. Mm-hmm. Not like that.
Who would live in a smart bug house like this?
Here we'd live in a hole like this. Let's look at the clues again. A man with a hole in his head.
Rico, you're a fakey cake maker, and I ain't got time for you.
Whole life. Sorry.
I was going to say, can I suggest if you have Canadians in your life, because I showed Canadian comedians John Hastings and Chris Betts what Lloyd Grossman sounds like, because to them, they knew nothing of Lloyd Grossman other than he is the man on the face of the pasta. That's all they knew him for.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is what he sounds like. And they were like, how many strokes has he had?
How could you not be familiar with my oeuvre?
Yeah. And
He's got a lot of sauce.
That's right.
it's just a bit of advice to people. Show
big
people who haven't heard of
purples.
Lloyd Grossman what he sounds like and watch them go, what?
Yeah. Yep.
I've seen him on the Tagliatelle.
Yeah. You have, yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
But it didn't take you long to pen that criticism, John.
No, I was just being
Just-
for you silly.
Yeah.
Just for a laughful.
Wait, what?
Anyway, enough
I
about
feel awful.
Dolmio. Let's carry on with the podcast.
Oh, Jesus.
As battle commences, Carmen's ship gets shot down
Yep.
by one of the sporks. What are they called? Spoles?
Spork, just a flying spork.
What are they called? Those things you were talking about earlier with the spunky, the heads with the pipes on them.
Tank bugs with the...
No,
Oh, a snork.
No.
Snork.
Oh, snork. Yeah.
Yeah.
The snork shooting down.
They shoot down, and lady from Twin Pigs dies. She gets squashed by a door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, another horribly brutal death.
She goes,
Yeah.
abandon.
Abandon ship, she says.
Sorry, I've just had 20 embassy.
It's the 90s.
There's more smoke in this. Like the smoke machine is like a Sisters of Mercy concert or like a
Yeah.
Kate Bush video,
Yeah.
and like nearly all the people are getting out, and then only Carmen and Xander get out, and like like they're sat next to somebody in like there's lots of 2-man pods,
Yeah.
and the 2-man pod next to them doesn't even make it out the door,
It blows up.
and
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, we're so fucked, and they manage to get out, and then. As they're descending into the atmosphere, they're calling the nearest available people, who happen to be Ace and Johnny.
Rico's Roughnecks.
Rico's
Yeah,
Roughnecks. But
Like
Rico,
Roughnecks.
because he's now a commanding officer and also
Yes.
he doesn't fancy her anymore,
No.
Yeah.
he says, well, because
Well, he's a killing machine now.
Sugar goes, shall we go and save them? And he goes, you know as well as I do, they're probably dead.
Yeah.
So let's carry on. They crash, meanwhile, into an underground tunnel complex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they get ambushed by loads of bugs.
Yep.
Yeah.
And out comes the brain bug.
Hello, I'm a brain bug.
Yeah.
Listen, crispy owl.
Yeah.
I can't believe that the brain bug wasn't designed by H.R. Giger. Because it's Phil Tippett did all this, isn't it? His
Yeah.
studio.
Is this Phil Tippett?
Phil Tippett.
Yeah.
This is Phil
What a
Tippett's
guy.
CG studio, which was newly launched.
Yeah. And it's
Wow.
great. It's fantastic. But it's
Ball
like
bag,
the-
anus, penis, suck it's like it's
Yeah,
got like a
yeah,
penis
eyes.
that sucks, and it looks like a ball bag, and it
Yeah.
has an anus for a face. And
That's
it's,
right. Eye, bollock,
Beautiful.
vagina, penis, face. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So Rico, meanwhile, he's walking through the tunnels and then he gets the feeling. Not like that. He says, I need 2 volunteers because we're going to go on a rescue party mission.
Yeah.
So he takes Ace and Sugar Watkins.
Yep.
I think that's stupid that he takes the 2 most experienced guys and
Yeah.
just leaves all the kids.
Leave
That's
one
the
of
only
those
point
guys
of this film
with,
that I'm always like, why is it one of them? Never mind.
Also, I'm going to say, we later on find out that Zim, busted down to private, finds the brain bug.
Yes.
Wouldn't it have been more interesting if he was forced to join Rico's Roughnecks?
Yes, we don't get that reveal, I
no.
guess.
But I do like that there's this, that they're all of them just little cogs in a big machine.
That's true.
Because, like, they go, we've done it. And he's like, yeah, I know, I did it. Great, good for me. And they're like, no, this other guy just captured a brain bug. And it's like the actual decisive moment of that day is nothing to do with our main characters.
But Xander gets his brain sucked out.
Yep.
Which is
I
fun.
mean, a
Some
lovely
weird-
puppet moment.
One day,
Yeah.
someone like me is going to kill you and your whole fucking race, he says.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, not one day, in 15 minutes.
About 20 minutes,
So
yeah.
just hang on.
It's so the fact that he's like you and your fucking race, and it's like, oh, how on the nose do we need to be? People who
Yeah.
still don't think this
Exactly. We're
Yeah.
gonna be racial exterminators. He
Yeah.
says.
So Carmen's going to be next. But then
Yeah.
you get this great bit where Johnny walks in holding the nuke. You know what this is. Sure you do. You're some kind of big fat smart bug.
Yeah. Although before that, you've got Carmen
yeah.
slices the proboscis, and the image of the brain bug recoiling in pain as it fires brain vomit out of its penis vagina has stayed with me ever since I first saw this film, and that's why I can't have normal sex.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Well, this
yeah,
is
thanks.
like happening whilst Denise Richards' shoulder is being. It's so horrible when her shoulder is being like punctured by this bug,
Yeah,
and every
ugh.
time she just moves it like an inch, she's like, "Ugh!" Like it's so
Yeah, it's
horrid. And then it's
grim.
like, and then she just chops off. It's like, as you say, and it just starts. It's all so much wonderful juxtaposition.
And they managed to get away. And then, as we mentioned earlier, we find out that the brain bug has been captured
Yeah,
by Zim.
By Zim.
Yay!
Clancy
Yay.
Brown, the real hero, just like we knew he would be.
Yeah. And they all rejoice. And
Yeah.
as Carl physically touches the bug, he walks up and they go, what's he thinking? And he puts his hand on it and he goes, it's afraid. I think I could tell you that.
Yeah,
That is the joke,
It
isn't
was
it?
whimpering and recoiling. That is it. Yeah, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he goes to him, you, wasn't it, Carl? You told me that Carmen was in that tunnel. He goes, well, that's classified. Nice. And then we get the final propaganda broadcast that reveals the brain bug is being basically tortured.
Tortured. That's right. Screaming in pain. And when the scientist jams the needle into the brain bug's proboscis vagina hole, and the big censored sign comes up over the results, I strongly agreed with that.
Yeah.
Please don't show me what's happening.
And we get the lovely, the thrilling music, and you get the lines, we have the ships, we have the weapons, we
have
need
the
soldiers. Soldiers like Stack Lumbreezer, Captain Carmen Ibanez,
Yes.
Yeah.
and Private Ace Levy and Lieutenant John Rico.
Yes.
And then he says, come on, you apes, you want to live forever? And they all
Service
go.
guarantees citizenship. And then it just says in italic font, they'll fight and they'll win.
Yep.
And it's
And
like
they'll win.
in like gold font, and it's just
It's just
Yeah.
brilliant. It's just
Perfect.
absolutely
Absolutely
perfect.
Sign up today for Keir Starmer, lad lawyer, legal practice, and become the lad you want to be.
Claim for
We'll
your,
fight and we'll win.
claim here for your free bottle of WKD.
And one of those pens with the lady that goes naked when you turn it upside down.
And a Joe Guest calendar.
And if you don't like that, there's the door.
Mm.
There's the calendar.
For your free Office Pest calendar. Remember Office Pest from Loaded? No.
No.
Well, there you go, Starship Troopers.
There you are. What a
Yes.
film.
What a film.
I've got 3. I'll just do one.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
give you the
yeah.
titles, and you can tell. I don't know if Tom knows. At the end of each
Oh, the
of
reviews,
these films,
yes, I need to
I
hear
like
this.
to find either if it's a great film, a 1-star IMDb, or if a bad film, a 10 star. So I've got 3 options. I've got awful in capital letters by Unix Mackley from 2007. We've got Stupid, and Boring 2 from 2002, or Sickeningly Awful and Then Some. By
I want to hear I quite like the second one. Let's hear the third one first. Let's hear the third one first.
I can do both. Well, I'll do 2 then 3.
What are those 2?
So why are the troopers of this movie shooting bullets at hordes of giant bugs? Someone occasionally throws a super grenade. So if they have these tiny high-powered explosives, why don't they make loads of them and shoot the bugs with them? Why don't they attack the bugs from above with super napalm? Why don't they use artillery? They've got the capability of making those huge spaceships, yet they're completely unprotected from the bugs. Low-speed anti-spacecraft missile, which is fair. How can Ibanez take a 4-inch diameter bug leg through the shoulder and still not be able to hold up one of those stupid automatic weapons and apparently not lose any blood? I watch more of this movie and hang on, I get confused.
It's Fox You.
They're always, well, 1, I can't read very well, and 2, that's always background. I watched more of this movie than I should have, just because I couldn't believe how incredibly stupid it was. And I feel like this person's just missed that it's supposed to be like...
Yeah, that's the whole point.
It's
the
fantastic,
whole fucking
isn't it?
point.
Someone who's been completely blind to any aspect of it that isn't just like the shooting of the bugs at all.
Yeah,
and the idea
and
that
then-
like maybe there's a point to the fact that these grunts have been sent in to their deaths. Like, in fact, we're told, aren't we? Neil Patrick Harris basically says you were sent in there to prove that they could kill you.
Yeah.
That they were
Like-
going to outmaneuver you.
At the end of the film, Denise Richards has been punctured through the shoulder so big and watched her boyfriend die. And then within like 2 minutes of that, she's like, "Yeah, we're winning the war and my friends are here."
Yeah, hooray! Yeah.
But Sickeningly Awful and Then Some. This movie is the only movie during which I have ever used muscle to begin walking out of the theatre. Although I
Used
remembered how
muscle?
much... Yes. Although I remembered how much I paid for admission, so I stayed in the comfy seat. And I've seen some real stinkers. The movie glorifies everything that is wrong with modern society. War,
Right.
cheating on friends, while still pretending
Cheating
it's okay.
on friends. Sorry,
Yeah.
the 2 worst things in the world: global fascist rule and cheating on people.
Yeah.
Unimportance of education,
Kissing
etc.
your friend's girlfriend.
Yeah. Lots
sorry.
of violence and unnecessary gore, along with completely unnecessary nudity at many points. This movie is just rock awful. Even if you take the whole thing as a big joke, as some of my friends tried to get me to do.
Some sort of intervention happened there.
Yeah. No, I'm going to write the review. I'm going to write it down.
It was way too Nazi-like in its demeanour for me to take it as a joke.
Oh my god.
It's maybe I take it back about media literacy. Maybe it's
Yeah.
just as bad now.
But
Oh,
yeah, if
well.
you go look at any of the 1-star reviews, it's pretty much like, apart from the other one, it's like, apart from the fact that it's an awful adaptation of the story of one of the best sci-fi novels ever written, it's shallow, missing all the depth of the novel. And the characters were far too easy to hate. By the end of the film, I wanted the bugs to win.
That's that kind of the right-wing person nearly getting it right, isn't it?
Nearly.
It's
So,
like,
so
yeah,
close.
yeah, I'd love to have free healthcare. Imagine if I had a heart attack, someone would just help me for no reason. And you go, yeah, that's exactly what we want.
These are the people like leopards don't even eat faces.
Yeah, precisely.
What are you talking about?
Imagine a world where leopards didn't eat anyone's faces. Yeah, well, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just mad. But yeah.
Well, there you go.
Here we are, Starship Troopers. Wonderful.
Well, as is tradition, I imagine that we'll be ending today with a David Hoare composition.
Oh, very exciting.
Well, yes. Let's quash this beef.
Let's quash the beef. Beef quashed.
Beef quash.
David, it's been
Let's
a
make
joy.
some spag bol.
It's been a joy to make Spag Bowl with you and with
Yes.
Keir Starmer, Lad Lawyer,
Yeah.
and of course, Mr. John.
Yeah.
Mann.
Ah, it's a pleasure. Bringing people together is my favourite thing to do.
Wonderful.
Well, you do it so well, John.
Make peace, not war.
Quite. And
Let's
until next time,
always be friends.
let's
Let's
always be friends.
be friends forever.
And remember, just a final thought: love is out there. All you have to do is get a bloody blue light to catch it.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
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 This is a film about friendship. This is a film about jingoism and the military-industrial complex. This is a film about trying to take something that belongs to someone else and they're escalating into a major conflict. Boobs and massive bugs. Can fascism be bad if I've still got my buds? Let's learn from this epic film and end this beef right now. I forgive you, Tom Crowley. I forgive you, John Rain. I forgive you, Tom Neenan. Let's never fight again. Let's make a promise on which we can depend. No matter what happens, we'll always be friends. Our common enemy is the bugs. Let's end this beef and share some hugs. Starship Troopers has taught me how to be a better person. It also has booze